Anti-derivative Jill.
There she is. There she is.
Welcome to Jill's.
You know, I really wish they'd let us play music up here. Make these long trips go by a lot faster.
It's against regulations.
Yeah, I never understood that.
They just don't want us having a dance party when a proximity alert goes off.
See, that's a dumb reason. Because we'd already be on our feet, ready for action.
I was going to say that you're a force of nature,
No,
and
I'm a selfish prick. That's okay. Selfish pricks change the world.
Hello and welcome. This is Shore Leave number 38, and we're here to celebrate gaining an hour. I can't wait to gain that hour, and it's going to happen right now in about 5 minutes.
Jesus Christ, Doc, you're disintegrating. Chill.
I just noticed it got darker as you said that outside.
Yeah. No, I thought it was going to be in another hour, or I would have started the stream sooner. But it's going to happen in 5 minutes.
It's going to happen in 5 minutes, and everybody look outside because if it's bright out there, it's going to get dark real soon.
And I'd like to say hello to Tiger
Why?
Stripes.
Hey,
1
Tiger
a.m.?
Stripes.
I don't know.
Why am I hearing an
the
echo?
combo. Ooh, you're hearing an echo.
Echo.
Probably because you're wearing very sensitive earphones that will not transverse over to telephone.
Okay, but my question is, Tony and Ben, do you hear echoes too?
I do not.
Okay, that's good. That means only
Your
Scotty.
earphones have
yourself,
a
Scotty.
high quality, sir. Highest of quality to the point to where their sensitivity will cause you.
So
ire.
I'll leave and come back.
Okay, yeah, you leave and get out of here. Danny, hello to Daniel. And Raul, Julia. It's going to be 1 a.m. again.
Oh my God,
In
Raul
a few
Julia
minutes.
from Beyond the Grave. I love you, sir. Your Moon over Parador was amazing. I
Of
love
course.
Mhm.
Sorry, I just didn't realize Raul Julia was still alive. But
Oh,
well, he's not. But he lives with us.
You've never seen Frankenstein Unbound? He is very much alive.
Yay, Tiger Stripes, you made it.
Hey.
I can't believe I'm here.
Hello.
It's rather
so
late,
late.
yes.
I get to hang
But-
out with Tiger Stripes two
But
times
Tiger
in
Stripes.
2 days.
Yes.
But we're changing time.
So
Called Nednoven says, "Olo." I think it's pronounced hello, sir.
true.
Oh, yes. What's this
We
about?
are
We are
changing
acknowledging
time.
the otherwise obsolete tradition of daylight savings time. And in
Oh,
fact, the
Jesus
transition
Christ.
of which
I don't think I can take this
ideal
still.
for
I just
candle
don't think
maker.
I can
Okay,
take
wait a
it.
minute. Calvin.
Caldinovin.
Caldinovin. Oh, okay, Caldinovin. That's what the dinosaur is for.
Okay.
That's so cute. Okay. Dino is in dinosaur.
Welcome. to
I'm sorry
Jurassic
for the
Park.
confusion, Grill. Oh, it's so good.
Or the
Calvin.
the Gone Fusion Jill, or the anti-derivative drill.
Tony, what's going on, man?
I just got back from card night, and
Hey, that's great.
Drill leaving. How you been, Scotty? Life is
Sober.
sobriety. Thy name is Scotty. The end times are nigh.
Delete.
So many Tony fans in the chat. Movie Malice says Tony is hilarious.
Why,
Arguable.
thank you. Feel free to subscribe to me if you've not yet done so.
Yeah, no, you should totally subscribe. You know what? Who you should also subscribe to is Cinema Gulp.
Message?
Incredible.
Ben, did
movie.
you
No,
achieve
not
1,000 yet?
Not yet.
Yeah.
brother.
No.
Not
Oh,
yet.
no. Oh,
We're-
he
You got to
should
get
have.
this
He's
man
got
to
800.
1,000 before I accept any new subscribers. This guy's got to get to the 4 digits.
Dude, that's so sweet, man. I mean, we're getting there slowly but surely. But thank you.
No,
for saying that.
Tony, you got 160 subscribers in 15 days. That's incredible.
Oh my
Actually, to the-
God! Really? That's amazing. That's
I
great.
don't know what I did. I did a show on Thursday where the chat basically drove the show every hour, and we ran it like a bar. We started with pregame, ended with closing time, and we set up for our chatters a what are we going to do for the next hour? Whether it was karaoke, game show, panel
Did
discussion.
you sing?
Yeah, I sung a little bit.
And you still got subscribers.
Well, yes.
Yeah, Scotty,
I'm
dude,
scared
he
too.
Probably
I'm
has a
scared
really
too.
good
I'm
voice,
scared
Scotty,
too. I'm scared too.
So,
Well, I am scared
The
too.
Confusion Grill sounds like a dangerous infomercial product.
all right.
You put in a potato, but you don't understand what's come out of it. Out of the
It's
Confusion
the bowl
Grill.
of petunias, and it's dropping fast.
DJ Play Nice.
Not
I
again.
fucking love you, man. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Best baritone in the community, DJ Play Nice. I've heard his baritone. Chef's kiss.
Just always such a dude. Just a constant supporter. I don't even know what I did to deserve that, but I appreciate it.
No worries, man. My pleasure. I like what you do.
Oh,
Hey!
He's here.
Incognito DJ for the win.
That voice, man. Whoa, you're like, whoa, what just happened?
No, well, I'll tell you what just happened, and I don't mean to take away from that delicious baritone, but I was looking at something that said it was 1:59, and now it is 1:02.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, it's 11:02 here. Yeah.
We have crossed the threshold.
We have decided that everything is darker earlier. Oh, usually,
think actually
Tony,
it's
I
gonna
hate it
be-
when you do that, but that was perfect.
I
know.
loved that.
You know, be
Gonna
modest.
be lighter
Come on.
earlier. Lighter earlier. Darker later.
Mine didn't fall back. So I have to wait another hour. That's why
Jesus
okay,
Christ,
so I guess people fall back at different times.
At 2 maybe? Is that when we're gonna
Yeah,
fall
at
back?
2. I fall back at 2.
I feel like we're falling already.
Like closing time.
Closing
And
time.
A lot of great songs with the
Open
word
up
falling
the
in
doorway.
it too.
All right, okay,
Finish
then.
your
For the love of
whiskey
God,
or
stop.
beer.
For the love of God, stop.
Okay,
You
yeah, I
started
Hey,
it.
Tiger
it's not
Stripes,
that
you
I-
started
There's a
it.
lot of
You
great
started
songs
it.
with the word
All
falling.
right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, kids of all ages,
not-
let's understand a certain level of.
Ladies
No,
and gentlemen.
did you buy that fake boot?
It's not that I didn't want to hear Ben sing or everybody talk. It's just that I want to say hello to Carla Burton, and that is all I want to do. And I will.
Hey,
Hello.
Carla Burton! Hey, Carla!
Oh my God, Tony, you are just the greatest. You're just
Why,
fucking
thank you,
great.
sir. It might not be to the chagrin of some opinions. but
What's
I think
happening,
it might be
Carla
quite
Burton?
great.
I was just going to say, in New Zealand, we start daylight savings like at 2 a.m. and we went forward to 3 a.m. And then when we go back, when we fall back, we go from 3 a.m. to 2 a.m. So I don't know. Well, we've only got one time zone, so it's not a problem.
Do the bars there get out at 3 instead of 2? Does that have anything to do with it at all?
Oh no, I've worked
Tiger
at
Stripes.
bars.
Why do you want to know that?
Well, no, I've
Curious.
worked at bars that have.
Hey,
I
never
attempted-
partying in Australia.
Well, no, but even in the far north of
And New
Canada,
Zealand.
I've worked in bars, and they were like, "Oh no, we're supposed to fall back tonight, so that means last call, we get another hour." And so legally in Ontario, at least, when the fall back, they do it at 3 a.m. so that the alcoholics aren't allowed.
The city did that pretty much the same thing here, man. I thought it would be a great way to either, pick up or lose an hour on that shift, but it always ended up the same way. The city
It
decided
always
for it.
works out.
That's actually not bad. Yeah, kind of.
You're not wrong about that. Yeah.
Yeah, so Scotty fell back, but I'll fall back in 55 minutes.
So why is Central Time Zone? Why are we falling forward or backward different times than everybody
Dude,
else. do.
honestly, DJ Play Nice, I have no fucking clue.
I think it's
Like,
because
What time is it?
Well, the entire thing makes no sense to me. Like
Yeah,
daylight
they could
savings
do away with
makes
it. They
no
keep
sense.
saying they're going to do away with it, and then they never do. The liars.
Yeah, we even
I
voted
just
on it in California, like
hate
just to get away with it, and then they never changed
Yeah.
it. But
Doesn't
Like
even make
the-
sense.
The House
No, it
didn't
doesn't
the
make
House
sense.
didn't the House pass the resolution to go to like whatever real time kind of thing, and then it just
They
didn't make
did.
it through the.
they
Yeah.
did, but it never
But it
changed.
did
You
not
have to
go
get-
through the Senate.
You have to get the Senate, and then after
Yep.
you do the Senate, the president has to sign it. And then if he vetoes it, you're probably never going to get it.
It just makes no sense
Well,
at all.
that's
Pretty much.
I
Gavin
mean,
Blackburn
you gotta
in the
get
chat.
3/4 vote to override the veto. It's like,
He says, blame the Earth's elliptical orbit. Actually, blame the candle factories from the late 1800s that instituted the damn thing.
Well,
I-
since Carla's
I don't-
got
I
on a
think-
on a time frame, I'd like to know what has happened to Carla this week.
Yeah. I was just gonna say, I think we should just stay on daylight savings time, like keep that time because it works well with summer, and then forget everything else.
I agree. I agree.
yeah.
Yeah, as long as it's the same.
Completely agree.
I don't
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't mind which one it is.
I'd like to
just
stay
so long as
on
it doesn't
fallback,
change.
but I want it to stay the same too. I'd be
It
okay with
screws
it.
with our
At least,
circadian rhythms.
at least I'd get used to it. Exactly.
Yeah.
I
Hello,
distrust
vitamin.
people who do not like the sun.
It's that's not exact. That's funny, but that's not exact.
Well, it's vampires.
I also have to be invited to come indoors, but that's just me.
Well, no, I'm not saying that, there's sunscreen and whatever. I understand fair-skinned people. I'm just saying that, like, if you don't like the sky being lit later, I
But
think
the
you're
thing is-
kind of a weirdo.
If you have kids, all you hear all summer long is, "Oh, but it's not dark yet. It's not dark yet." And then I'm like, "Well, how come in winter you don't get to bed at 5 o'clock?"
Yeah. Like the thing is that, like, what are you praising streetlights? Like, what is your fascination with making it dark early?
Who makes dark early? Who makes it dark early?
Daylight savings
time.
Falling back,
But
falling back actually makes it dark early.
Yeah.
in Brisbane, so in Australia, I'm in New Zealand, but in Australia,
Yeah.
like most of the states do daylight savings except Queensland, right? But so you go on holiday in Queensland, and it's not even summer.
Well, I lived in Perth for a year, and they did daylight savings time, and it was the weirdest thing. It was so strange because they really didn't have the infrastructure for it, but they really wanted it to be dark earlier, and I didn't get it. It was still hot. It was the middle of the summer, and they were like, "No, make it dark."
But the Christmas lights look prettier earlier. With the,
Yeah.
with the falling back.
Is that a reason to absolutely
makes it light
change
earlier.
an entire population?
Oh no, that's
sleep
that's during the
cycle
morning.
and
It makes it
psychology.
light early in the morning. I mean, it's dark earlier in the evening.
Well, and also I lived in Perth again.
Yeah,
When
yeah.
the
Falling back
sun would
makes it
come
dark
up
at 5 p.m.
at 4:30 in the morning.
When you fall back, it gets dark at 5 p.m. Or
Well, when you fall back, you get
I
knocked
don't think
unconscious.
so. I mean, right now it gets dark, say 7 p.m. here central.
And so it'll
tomorrow
get dark
it's going
earlier.
to be 6 p.m.
Yes,
Yeah.
and that's being dark earlier.
I guess you're right.
I'm
not-
gonna
that's
be
not what
I'm
they
gonna
said
be
on the
looking down
telly
the barrel
today.
of 4:30 p.m. dark.
Dark
Okay.
at 4:30.
So yeah, I've definitely
DJ?
had some jobs where you go to work, it's dark, you get off work, it's dark, and how
Well,
big a
oh
drag
my
that
God.
is.
That's
But
winter.
but remember, Scotty, I love the nightlife. I've got to boogie, and so like people that want to be out in the sun, I really don't understand y'all. Like when the sun comes up, that's when I go to bed, and it's no
Correct.
vampiric tendencies or me trying to like sway you into a different alternative lifestyle. But I thought you were more familiar with those than I might be. Anyhow, not trying to dig at you any more than that,
Fuck
man.
you.
But it's like,
I mean,
nighttime
DJ,
is the
I
right
have
time.
to agree with everything you
Hey,
just said.
hey,
You understand
hey.
my.
Did you buy that fake booty on Temu, you dusty bitch?
he got it on Wish.
Dang it. Okay. I want to say hello to Gavin Blackburn. I was
DJ
trying
Play
to get-
Nice. DJ Play
I was
Nice.
trying
You're
to
my
get-
you're my
Canadian
best-
Spider-Man. Everybody.
You're my best friend right now. I love you.
He's
Why isn't
Alexander
my-
from Murder Party. He's going to tell everybody he's his best friend.
My
No,
StreamYard broke.
only DJ
I
Play
can't get
Nice
to
is
my
best
clips.
Colonel Mustard
Okay, I
in the
can't live
library
like
with a
this.
candlestick.
I am a plum.
She's trying to find one of them fighting clips. But we have not yet started to fight. We have not yet begun to fight.
You know, it was funny before I came on this stream. I was like, you know what? I'm high enough. And now I'm like, oh shit, I gotta go get high.
No, you don't.
Nah, you're high enough.
Looks
Oh,
like looks like our good friend Wes.
Sir, I know this may finish me as an acting ensign, but
Shut up, Wesley.
That's exactly my sentiment. Shut up,
West
Wesley.
Kegel
I
is
hate Wesley.
communicating through South Kegel. YouTube is preventing people from typing in chats again.
That's
I'm
a
a victim
shame.
of it as well over at Doomcox. I can't send a super unless it's on the phone.
Really? That's crazy stupid.
Oh,
but I want
no.
to take that opportunity to say hello to West Kegel, as we can see him now as North Kegel. I have also seen a South Kegel, and I like South Kegel because he has a Mexican flag.
Oh, can I do something?
Sure. Is somebody kissing a cat?
Yes.
Yes.
I am
it's me.
eating pussy as we speak.
Help me, Anakin. I'm dying.
That makes me
No,
glad his camera's
Lieutenant
on.
Yaw. No vaccine.
Oh,
That is all I wish.
good, Anakin.
Scotty, you always get away with it, Scotty. You always get away with it. I like it.
Spider-Man says, I'm getting higher, studying accounting, and need the focus.
Those two things don't go together for me personally, but
I don't know. It makes perfect sense.
your
to me.
mileage may vary.
Yeah, I think it does make sense, but just to
Good,
certain.
Anakin.
Play Scotty,
really-
Tasha Yar speech on drugs.
Yeah,
Oh,
well,
yeah, the
you know,
after
sometimes
school
it makes
special.
you feel good, and sometimes it makes it so that you just, it's not that you want to feel good, it's just that it stops you from being bad.
Right.
And then Wesley says some bullshit, and then Tasha says, oh, don't worry about it. I'm going to fucking robot.
So,
But that's a different
so,
episode.
Wait a
synopsis.
second.
Sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't.
Exactly. And
Joy's got
especially
nuts,
if it's
now
not
it's
a,
And then we
a
get it, and then we
robot.
get it, and then we get a yoga episode with
Yes.
with Crusher and
That's not until like season 5.
Yeah.
And Scotty, I got to know, is that bad meaning bad or bad meaning good?
Yes.
Gotcha.
Well, Jill, the moon may
Yes?
not be out where you are, but this late night crowd is quite voracious. What?
No, they're absolutely perfect. This is exactly what I wanted. Just a fun time hanging out with friends and
So
talking
did
about
time
Star Trek.
change?
Not for
It did
you,
for me.
yes. But not
Jill
for
and
me.
I are sharing a cohesive time zone as we speak.
Oh.
We're connecting, Jill.
Yeah.
Wait,
Well,
what?
yeah,
Yeah.
me and Scotty too. Actually, it's 1 a.m. for you, right? At 1:14, Scotty.
Precisely.
Yes.
We're
Is
the
it?
same time,
Yeah.
or only
Well,
this
look,
hour.
let's get this together. Who are of what
Oh,
time zone?
Carla.
I'm a Southern California time zone. Anybody else here? Southern California time zone? Hello? Nobody else? Okay.
Not
I was
unless
once
you get
upon a
cats.
time, and I have one foot over there in a way, but
Ooh, I wonder
nah,
if Cat's coming.
not at
She
the
just
moment.
saw the message.
Yeah, Tiger Stripes. Where do you reside?
That is a good question.
It is.
Where
I
do you
thought
reside?
I'm
thought you were
currently in
from
the family.
Iceland.
I'm currently in the family Manson, Austin. But,
Oh, cool.
But
Oh,
I
I love-
spent decades in LA.
Austin is
And
one of my favorite
I may
cities
go.
in the
I have to
world.
go back at some point. I have to. Go
I
back.
love Austin so much when I get to
All
visit
right,
there. It's
Carla,
so
Carla's got to step out. She
Let's
she
see.
said she'd come back later. Thank you, Carla, for hanging out. Is there anything?
Hey,
you want?
Carla, nice meeting you.
Carla.
Yeah.
You have a
Take care,
wonderful
Carla.
accent.
God bless. Hope you have yourself a good one, hon.
Please don't go.
Don't go.
You have such a
Yeah,
wonderful,
you get it.
cute, adorable accent. I love you.
No, she's fun. She's always a pleasure to discuss things with.
I'm assuming that picture is not her, but
No, that is
No,
not
that's
her.
Rimmer.
That's Rimmer from.
And
That's her.
oh,
That's Carla.
There
That's
you
beautiful,
go.
Carla.
No, don't make me pull out my Triton. We'll be here
Way
all
more
day.
beautiful.
Carla's got like 90 kids. Oh, I mean 9. Is it 9?
90 kids.
Nine
My
sounds
nipples
more
don't
reasonable
work.
than
Yes.
90.
Carla,
But
you
that's-
are
that's still a lot.
adorable in person. You should be on camera more often. But
As should
Well,
we
she
all.
is. She is.
but-
She is sometimes when she wants.
Yeah.
nice.
I break cameras, so no.
So I'm so happy you dropped in.
I'm very
And
pale right
yeah.
now, and
You're
so
welcome
when
back into
everybody
your-
here is saying that they shouldn't be on camera, I am representative of their.
Dude, I
yeah.
show my face. I show my face like you do, man.
You look better than me, though.
No, I
My
don't.
lighting is
No, I
worse.
don't.
Look at that hair, man. I don't have hair.
I want to
guess-
say hello to RRTNZ.
Oh, hey.
Great weather down here in Wellington. Also to Nuclear Gravy. Grin, Serpent, and Found Y'all. I'm 64 years old in
Country
Virginia.
boy in Virginia.
Virginia.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
The Veterans Association wants me to take meds
For PTSD, but when I
post-traumatic
do, I don't care about
stress
anything.
disorder.
Yeah, don't take those meds, man.
Oh,
Do
When
not.
I do,
Man,
I
I
don't
got
care about anything.
medication for PTSD. It's called Bear.
Yeah, I'm beer and weed, but I live in Canada, so I get marijuana for.
when he
They
says
just
when
give
he
us
smokes-
marijuana for free.
When he smokes, he tries to teach his dog Coda Bear how to play Xbox.
Coda Bear.
Man, I'll tell you what, it sounds like I need to come in there and move in with you.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Xbox
partying it up.
is it's
You
got
know,
Cuphead.
Tony, you sounded like Boomhauer right there, like
Now, don't get me started, or else you'll meet the
Oh
other
my
racist
God, you
street
got him
boys.
started.
Oh, I didn't know that was a thing. Sorry, Scotty.
I'm
No,
okay
it's
with that
fine.
one because I
It
let
is.
him
It
go.
is a talent. No, Tony is very talented.
I don't know
Well-
what this Tony guy is all about, but yeah. he's
Okay,
all right, I
don't
guess.
step on Kermit. I'll
Canadian
fucking knife you.
Spider-Man, we do have barbecue. More barbecue than you can possibly
Yes,
imagine.
I've
I don't
got to
know.
get to
I can imagine
Texas.
quite a lot.
And away from Fidel's son. And I've heard Austin is fun. Needs to
It
have
is.
scuba
It's a
diving.
lot.
I'm gonna link to
It's
West
a lot-
Cagle.
Austin is awesome.
West
Good,
Cagle?
good record store.
Yes.
Amazing
Please.
barbecue.
Yeah, I got him.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Everybody should be
Emma,
letting us know
what a
when
guy.
the time change.
Yeah, it's going to be at the
happens.
top of the hour. My time's going to change. in
21
I
5
just
minutes.
want to. I just
and
want to let
22
everybody know
seconds
that this
from
is
now.
a situation.
Hey guys, my time already changed. It's dark now. Just letting you know.
Jesus Christ, Doc, you time traveling.
You disintegrated Einstein.
I assure you the molecular structure of Einstein in the car completely intact.
Okay, so I'm going to tell you my Terry Garr story, which of course isn't about Terry Garr. I wish I had met her, but I never did. But it's about me, of course.
R.I.P.
So of course, in my youth, I would get Terry Garr from people now and then, and I always considered it a tremendous compliment. I think it has more to do with my self-effacing demeanor and rolling my eyes than really looking like her. At one point, I went blonde. I was on a date with really more of a friend than a date, and he took me downtown in LA to a sushi bar, and it was a proper sushi bar, the kind with the little conveyor belt that goes by, and you're sitting right there next to the chefs, and the chefs are all fresh off the boat, which is something I learned from Asian American kids when I worked in a movie theater in Westwood. I had no idea what that expression meant before I worked with them, and so they all were heavily accented. We went in and we sat down. And all of a sudden, one of the sushi chefs shouts, "Terry Gar!" And I'm like, "No, I'm not Terry Gar." And they were changing, the guard. And every time a new sushi chef came in, they would all shout together, "Terry Gar!" And I'm like, "No, I'm not Terry Gar." But I got to hear that about 8 times that night, and it didn't get old for me. So that's my story.
That'd be great. Yeah, that's a compliment.
So you
And you're safe, my little green friend.
so Tiger Stripes, you look like Terry Gar. That's awesome.
When in my youth.
Oh my goodness.
And
Terry
again,
Gar
when I went
is-
into the sushi bar, I was blonde. I don't go blonde very often, so I was blonde at that moment in time. I think it's made the difference.
God,
But,
I loved
so
Terry Gar
funny.
growing up, man. So
Rest
much.
in peace,
I
Terry
loved
Gar.
her so much. Yeah, I know. So much, man. Such a great actress. So funny and yeah.
And Canadian Spider-Man says Scotty is handsome until he trolls. Well, in the basement, it should have said.
Yeah.
What says in the basement?
Ew, I don't like that voice. David Forrester says some other
It's all about how quickly
You know
do
the
we get
pervert
children.
voice? Don't use the pervert voice.
Yeah, I don't like that one. Some other vets I know use herb causes them to stop panicking better than scripts. Yeah. It's a good medicine if properly administered. Virginia has ham, mountains, and moonshine. Oh, I guess we're learning about Virginia tonight. And it's
Damn
legal
right.
to grow your own. And open
Ham,
carry
mountains,
yourself.
moonshine.
And I think Spidey, you need to wait a little bit, maybe for Texas, because it's not legal here yet. Weed is not legal in Texas yet.
Gravy's name. Did you get it out of the toe jam of the elephant's foot in Chernobyl? Sorry,
All
I
right,
get mine
if you-
nuclear gravy.
All right. So there's a lot of hubbub
Yes.
about America going on right now. And
Well,
I've always been such an advocate for America. I love the United States of America. But right now, the incredible pop rocks. This is Mentos and Diet Coke that is happening currently.
Yeah, going off in everyone's brain. Can't wait for it to
Everything
be
is
over.
just
Please.
exploding.
Please.
And I'm just like backing away and being like, you know what? I may love your country. I may love the experiment. I do. But right now, as a person who doesn't live there, if I say anything about it, I am incorrect, which is fair. And
I think you can say something if you want to. I mean, I tried to
I don't think I
comprehend
can. I think this
Canadian,
is your.
the way that y'all elect your
recipe.
prime minister, and I could not figure it out. It was
Well, yeah,
indecipherable.
but this is not what I'm saying. Yeah, no, I don't fucking like my douche.
No, I just
I'm
mean
just
the way
saying,
that
I'm
the
looking at
PM
your,
gets
I'm
elected
looking at
there,
your
which
stuff,
is not an
and I'm
election
being
at all.
like, I'm gonna step back.
Witness.
See, in our century, we've learned not to fear words.
Witness these two in their natural habitat.
Exactly.
Gaze upon them as
It's
they
insane.
engage in their
It's insane.
discourse and disagreements.
Scotty, did
But
you just
yeah,
run
if you're gonna,
right up to the line
if you're
and
gonna,
say
if
you
you're
weren't
gonna
cross
like
it?
volley it back and say, "Oh, Justin Trudeau sucks," I'm gonna be like, and
That's not what I said at all. What I said was I cannot comprehend how your PM gets to be PM. It's indecipherable.
Neither
to
can
me.
I.
I looked into it. I tried to comprehend it.
parliamentary systems are really fucked.
It's nuts.
Yeah. Parliamentary systems.
Well, yeah.
You don't.
Well,
you
I know more
don't
about
vote for the leader.
American systems.
Yeah, I
than
know.
the Canadian ones.
That's the point. I mean, we don't really either. We're a representative republic. We're not really a democracy.
Well, we're
at all.
supposed to be a republic.
Yeah, well, we are a
Anyway.
republic.
Yeah, but we don't really run it some
Thank you.
way.
However,
it's run more like a oligarchy than a republic.
I know I started this bullshit, and
You
I'm
did.
going to end it because this is not. Are we going to have some sort
This
of
is not who we are.
crossfire political conversation? I refuse
Doubtful.
unless we can talk about Admiral Cartwright from Star Trek VI: The Undiscovered
Yes, but
Country.
first, for bringing politics to the stream.
The agony booth is a most effective means of discipline.
Your agonizer, Mr. Scott. Your agonizer.
Enjoy your pain.
Very
No,
sad.
Mr. Spock.
Very sad.
You have
But
such
this is the
fights
thing.
to
This
show
is
your-
what is the best part about being a Scotty is that even in the mirror universe, Scotty gets away scot-free. Like I get to wear a red shirt. Scotty gets away with everything. I absolutely love being a Scotty. And I have based most of my life on being.
Kronos is here.
Hey, Kronos.
Yeah, you get away with so many things, especially here.
Just
Yeah.
in time, Kronos.
That's because you're besties with Jill. And
Yes,
we're all
that's right. We're
jealous.
best friends.
I
Oh, and
thought
just
we were
me.
besties.
No, it isn't just you.
Tiger
I'll
Stripes,
have you
I thought
know
we
that
were
I am
friends.
besties
Yeah,
with
I
my
know,
cat,
fair
which you
enough.
will not see.
I will touch your
Parliamentary
pussy.
countries
I have enough money
don't-
that I can grab it.
elect their prime minister. They elect their MPs, and the party with the majority gets a seat. Ugh,
Look at my
gross.
happy baby. Oh my god, I kissed it.
That doesn't sound right.
Hey, South Kegel, congratulations on your
happy
first live
baby, I
stream.
give kisses. Now I got
Yeah,
two
no,
happy
he's
babies.
been here before.
Oh my
South
gosh.
Kegel has. We've had South
I am
Kegel,
so-
North Kegel, West Kegel, East Kegel.
But West Kegel had his first live stream.
Hosted one.
Did.
Yeah.
He did. I shared it on my community tab.
I
Bang,
saw
that's
it
how I
and I
found
was
out about it.
congratulating. Yeah.
I have my cookie dough right here. Oh god.
Oh my god, you should just squeeze it out of the tube and eat it like a corn dog.
Don't make me get Alf on here.
Hey, back off on the corn
please don't.
dogs. I actually had some of those just today.
No,
Dude,
he's
I
not-
had
he's speaking
I had
sincerely.
2 corn dogs yesterday and
Well,
I was
those
so
are
happy.
really, they are good eating.
He did not just have corn dogs. He dipped his corn dogs into wasabi.
I did.
As
That seems
they were also
reasonable. It is a mustard, after all.
It is. Thank you. Yes.
Now you're making sense.
I was getting bored. Of course, this isn't the time.
Any time's a good time.
I'm afraid I changed my mind.
Lovely.
Uh,
Jarvis,
I'm
can you go
learning-
ahead and load the holodeck of the Tanner house, if you would, please? That would be.
the Tanner House.
Oh
What's
yes.
that? What are you talking
Alf.
about?
They're stripping Alf right now on
No!
Catchy, I think. Showing it all weekend long. They do that.
It's an all-star panel.
Lemon.
Hey,
Lemon pie.
Very well.
Oh no, Jarvis, don't listen to Tony.
The best pie.
He listened.
Let me tell you about the best pie I've ever had. No, wait.
Smiley was good in both. In fact, Miles and Smiley are basically the same person, except for one is without Keiko.
Oh, this is a very rarefied position. Tiger Stripes.
Yes, sir.
I have a question for you.
Yes, Daddy.
It is. Oh heavens! I have a. Okay, so cigarette or joint?
Oh, joint.
All right, I'll see you in a sec.
Great, Scotty's
go
gonna
with you,
leave. I
man.
can trash Keiko.
Scotty
now.
is escaping the fury.
No,
The
I am-
Melmaxian that will come.
For you? I thought you were talking about for me.
Oh no, you can totes have a joint if you want.
Nah, too much trouble.
You know what? I'm sorry. I apologize, but you calling me daddy is my new ringtone.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he actually might make.
No,
because
as a
he's
matter of fact,
acting.
even George Takei says that Sulu is straight. He maintains that to this day.
Yes, that's right.
He
Sulu
was-
is
yes,
straight.
He was
He
not
talks like
happy
a
when they
normal
made
person.
Sulu gay.
Only
And that-
George Takei is gay.
Yes.
It just comes to no surprise that an actor will choose to speak with a normal voice and say that he is acting whenever it requires a lot of acting to sound like this off the air. That's because I'm not playing me. I'm Sulu. It's called acting. I'm like, no, you stretching your voice out to ridiculous levels as acting. Oh my.
And Lemon Pie saying hi. Horsey is going to bite you now. Oh, what Horsey? What? Kronos, you always confuse me.
Take it from somebody who does cartoon voices regularly. You're acting. Sulu is your normal voice, and your persona is the character.
Yeah. Well, definitely. and right, like Gilbert. Well, I don't want to. Never mind. I don't want to mention Gilbert Gottfried now.
Why?
But he does that because it's dangerous to mention people. But yeah,
Is it? Will
he
pop
sounds
up
one
like
way.
You don't want Gilbert to show up here?
Oh, I get it.
Yeah. I almost regretted instantly by
You
like,
regret
my
it
decision.
instantly. Please keep telling me.
Gavin Blackburn says more proof that Keiko's evil. She wasn't around in the evil universe as she was good there and couldn't survive. I would have liked to meet good Keiko. The one who, cared about her family and stuck around and did stuff.
You know what joke I haven't told in a while? The Aristocrats joke. Do you know what voice I haven't told in
my
a
God.
while? Gilbert Gottfried's.
No.
See, I knew this was going to happen. This is all my
No.
fault. Cronus says Gilbert is. He is funny. He was funny. Rest in peace, Gilbert.
Right. Me could also really.
I don't know what's worse, the fact that I'm just teasing the concept and causing this cringe, or the fact that if I go through with it, I would get more cringe. Either way, I win.
Yeah, you do.
I know, isn't it neat?
And I set it all up for you.
You did.
Yes.
What kind of entertainer would I be if I didn't knock him down?
Okay, I am going to go get high now. How about it?
That's a good idea.
Everybody wants to leave whenever Gilbert Gottfried shows up.
Everybody has left. Keiko. Yeah, Keiko.
Now I
best-
said to him, Ben from Cinema Gulp likes Gilbert Gottfried, don't ya?
Yeah, he probably does. Gavin Blackburn says Gilbert is the best part of the Problem Child movies. I had never seen the Problem
I
Child
thought so
movies.
too.
I know cringe, and she isn't here at the moment. Okay.
I don't know what's worse, the fact that you were scared of my Gilbert, or the fact that you were going to witness true terror when I bring Alf on the stage.
I'm afraid of all of your voices because I don't know how to interact with them a lot of the time. Like I want to have a conversation, and then you're just screaming quotes or things that I don't understand, and I don't know what to do. Canadian Spider-Man says, I've never thought of this before. It's pronounced like her name, but Keiko Desu means no thank you. Oh my god, I wish you would have thought of that when we were at Saturday Night Star Trek reviewing it with Cobby and Raquel. She would have loved that information. If you don't tell her, I will. That's amazing. On your left, there's Tim's talk. Hey, how you doing, Tim?
I'm on your right, Timma.
The dead man says, "What about Mir Molly?" Oh, Mir Molly can only exist. Mir Molly doesn't exist unless Smiley is with Keiko. So, and they have to conceive at the exact same time that they did Molly, because otherwise a different child would be born. Canadian Spider-Man says, "Yes, please tell her. I never get a chance to talk to her too much. Yeah, I will. I don't either, really, but she doesn't mind. I send her a message every month or two."
And now Scotty has returned.
Welcome back, Scotty. We missed you.
What did I miss?
We did.
The summoning
Not
of
too
the decrepit corpse of Gilbert Godfrey.
I liked when he was on James Rolfe's Cinemassacre show, Angry Video Game Nerd. He was on
Yeah,
one of
he
those.
was. He had a computer made out of pizza boxes.
Pizza boxes and insect feces.
That is actually a pretty good impression.
Why, thank you.
I bestow that gratitude from beyond the
You should
grave.
totally hear me do the aristocrats joke. Then you'll laugh.
So no, I'm not going to do it.
Oh, but you still have Alf to sit through. Oh yes.
Have you ever
Oh
seen
no, you have to say
Permanent
this. Okay,
Midnight?
okay, this one I don't mind. Please be Iago.
Oh,
We're never gonna find this lamp.
Okay, I'm happy with that one. Okay, we're done.
Yeah.
Now, what were we going to say, Scotty?
Nothing. I forget.
Sorry,
You want me to do that or what?
I've been off camera and listening, and whoever's doing Gilbert Godfrey is
That would be yours truly.
fucking crushing it. It's
Yeah.
Why, thank you.
it's so good.
You should hear my Gilbert Gottfried impersonation of Bela Lugosi, as featured on the Howard Stern show. It goes like this. Listen to them.
No,
I know.
Tony.
Dracula Godfrey. Dracula Godfrey. Yeah.
Tony, can I send you a thing in the private chat and ask you to read it as Gilbert Godfrey?
As long as it's the aristocrats joke, absolutely.
No,
I
it's
think it
not.
should be like-
No, it's not going to be that. It's not.
I want to say
like,
hello
Yes,
to Rusty
here's to
Rivers.
the real
Hi,
crisp.
Rusty.
Oh, God, Beverly Hills Cop 2.
That's what I want to hear.
Dracula. Okay. Canadian Spider-Man. I found him back in 78 when I was 18. Okay. Yeah, hello to Rusty Rivers. Great to see you. The dead man says blah, blah, blah.
Hey, listen. Some people appreciate talent.
And, oh, okay.
Send
20
away, Scotty. I can't wait to do it.
My time goes back to 1 a.m.
You are 22 minutes from that red letter timestamp.
Yes, me and Tiger Stripes. Yes. And possibly DJ. Jill, what is the adult beverage of choice this evening? Oh, just wine. Just a little wine.
I'm drinking bourbon.
Beer is like
I'm drinking scotch. I'm drinking
You're
beer.
drinking beer.
Budweiser beer.
Mm.
All right, Tony.
So
it's in the
anybody
chat.
watch anything good?
It's in the
watched,
private chat.
I watched Wild Robot with the kid. It was cute.
Oh, cool.
Oh,
like that.
This line.
Come on, it'll be hilarious.
Jill, if I would.
If you would,
Well, it's with her permission.
may, if you may.
If I may, if I would, if I could, perchance. Mayhaps, possibly, please, pretty please. Sugar on top. But
What do you
dietary
want?
sugar, sweetener. Reading a
What do
line.
you
May
ask
he,
for, Tony?
may he read
Please.
in
Please
the Gilbert Gottfried style of
I read-
something that I very much want to hear
I
Gilbert
already said
Gottfried
yes,
say.
like several times.
I will not sacrifice the Enterprise. We've made too many compromises already, too many retreats. They invade our space and we fall back. They assimilate entire worlds and we fall back. Not again! The line must be drawn here. This far no further, and I will make them pay for what they have done.
I love you.
I don't like the cadence, but I appreciate the enthusiasm.
Yeah. You had to do this line, draw the line here a little slower.
That is literal
that was good.
perfection.
That was great. That was great.
Gilbert Gottfried does not know the art of the dramatic pause.
Oh, is that what it is? Okay, well that makes sense. Then.
Dude,
you
killed that. That made my night. That made my night.
Grazie. Happy to be of service.
Patrick Stewart would have had a reaction.
I'm sure he's got cold chills as we speak, probably from dying.
Red wine? No, it's like pink. I forget. I think it's
it's a rosé.
Yeah.
You know what I'm drinking? Bourbon, scotch, and beer. Not all, huh?
Bourbon, scotch, and beer
Bourbon,
all together? That's a
scotch,
lot.
and beer.
Different.
Yeah, well, you know, that's
a little bit of the Lagavulin 16 of choice.
That's the way Tony Stark does it, man. He
then the bourbon of choice tonight is Weller Special Reserve, followed by a Yingling Tall Lager, rinse repeat, 2 tumblers, 1 16-ounce beer, repeat doses.
DJ Ronnie G says, one of these days I'll take a Sunday off from work and stay up for those shows. And hello, DJ Ronnie G. Well, if everyone is having a beer, I do have bunny beer. What's bunny beer?
Get into the circle, join the inebriation, join us. Klaatu, Barata, Nickelodeon.
All right, Satan.
Nickelodeon?
Well,
like
yeah.
Slime?
It's an N-word, right? Nectar, necktie, nickel, nail, nail gun, Nickelodeon, nickel.
Oh, you can't say N-word. You know, it's
Jill
so difficult. I'm not going to say it.
Yeah, don't say it. I'm going to kick you out.
Yeah, and it will be followed after this. Don't do it.
I don't give a good goddamn about your fucking...
It's no time to argue about time. We don't have the time.
That's
Most
what I...
distasteful.
That's what I was waiting for.
Jill, thank you for having me on. I hope that everybody is having a wonderful time.
You're welcome. I hope so too. Is there any news out there?
Are you
that
having a
guys have
wonderful
heard of,
time?
or anything you watched lately? Anything going on? What's going on?
Oh,
I'm having a wonderful time because Tony's cracking me up.
Come over here to the party side. Scoot him over here to the party bus. We're gonna be in the fun V. You guys will be in the whole Humvee. Come on, scoot him over here.
Ben, can I see you at camera 2 for a second?
Sure, why not?
Well, here's the thing, and don't tell Tony. He's been really successful. I don't find him all that entertaining.
Oh, how dare you, sir? How
But
dare
I'm just saying, like, well, I just was introduced.
You're making me cry.
And all of a sudden, if somebody has an opinion, if someone's a critic, like, I think he's a good guy, but I don't like his show.
Scotty, I think he can hear you.
No, I know. Anyway, so
That's
what
part
I'm
of the bit,
saying
but yeah.
is that, but he's doing such a good job, and he has an audience, people who love him.
Aww.
And
exactly. Look at the growth he got in like half a month.
Exactly.
I've grown like
I think he's
I've
funny
grown
as
like
fuck.
Yeah.
I've grown like 3 subscribers and he's grown like 160. So I think
I don't know how that happened.
Exactly.
He's got it figured out. He's got it going on.
I thought I was a camera 2.
He's got it going on.
No, you're not.
But I was.
I shall be merciful and quick.
The thing is that I do love I do love hanging out with Tony.
Likewise.
I do love hanging out with Tony.
Mhm.
And sometimes his shows, not to my tastes, and sometimes his shows are exactly my jam.
Experimentation is part of success.
I just want to say, you don't have to love everybody all the time, but some of the time is good enough.
Yeah.
Precisely.
That's a good way of putting it. Yeah.
The dead man who has got, a nice Grateful Dead logo on his avatar says, is Tony talking about garbage? I could sell garbage to Oscar the Grouch. And I say that.
Good try. 9 out of 10 for effort.
Battle of the soundboards versus the clips. Will video kill the radio star? You'll fight.
I hate your soundboard. Like, that's part of the reason I get kind of pissy with your soundboard.
Video is gonna kill the radio star. I love it.
No, clips
Your
are
clips, my
curated.
sounds, all out war.
No, Jill. What does
Yes.
Dobby have to say?
Oh, Dobby. Oh, you want that? Okay.
a free elf.
Dobby has heard of your greatness, sir.
I think he's talking about me.
Dobby has been
Dobby is a
presented
free
a
elf.
sock.
With clothes.
Dobby has a sock to beat off into now.
It means do not disturb. Put it on the doorknob, Dobby. Yes.
No, you don't. Well, you know what? We're going to find out what's happening with Dobby soon enough. Jill won't show you Dobby because she's ashamed of Dobby's appearance.
Dobby probably looks more attractive than I do.
You know what? I doubt it. I don't think so.
No. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna double down. And then I'm
Do you
just
have
gonna go ahead
feet?
and put 2 cards on that.
Do you have feet?
I do, but Alf don't, and he's about to show up.
Oh, no.
You think I'm obnoxious, don't you? I know obnoxious.
Yeah.
He
What?
can be obnoxious. In fact, that was the whole point
So
of the
what?
show, was to be
We're talking obnoxious. Okay, so I'm going to tell the joke that I learned tonight. It's not really a
Yes,
joke. It's a skit.
please.
I'm going to repeat the skit. So I actually watched SNL tonight for the first time in forever. It's really been ages. And it wasn't as, horribly political as I remember it having been. And because John Mulaney was the guest host, it was pretty damn funny most of the way through because he's such a big influence on the writing, even if he's not actually writing it himself. And so this was just a news sketch. And it was, the title was, the couple that you can't believe are a couple, the couple who are really just totally wrong for each other. And it's this Hispanic guy, very loud, very obnoxious, very mouthy, and this girl who's like Jill, quiet, kind of wearing a, subtle sweater, cute. And they're like, so how did you two get together? And he's like, oh, we met at the club. He's just screaming, and and Colin Joe says, well, I'd really kind of like to hear from her, maybe exclusively. And she says, yeah, I was just sitting, at the bar. He's like, yeah, she was watching Steven Universe on her phone. And I said, man, I got to get me some of that right now. And,
I saw that.
And,
I
and
saw
Joe
that.
says, and then what did you say, Alyssa? And she said, I said, hi, I'm Alyssa. And so the sketch goes on like that, where this guy's just completely loud and obnoxious, and she's just demure and very sharp, but very quiet, and you just can't understand why they would ever be together. And then they finish the punchline, So the guy, finishes up by saying, yeah, and the thing that really slayed me about her is I was out on the dance floor, and she came up to me and she leaned over and she whispered in my ear. And at this point, the demure, quiet girl says very softly and sweetly, did you buy that fake booty on Temu, you dusty bitch? So, boom, punchline.
Yeah. I saw that one too, Tiger Stripes. I loved
was
it.
good.
It was
Yeah,
so
it was
good.
good.
So
And those are 2 new people.
and you actually, you kind of
That was me,
you
listener.
represented that sketch really well.
Oh,
by,
get
talking about
out.
it. Yeah.
What's the punchline?
Yes, you painted a picture.
I once spent an evening with a couple of friends who were a couple. We were all in a loft together, doing nothing but telling punchlines. And at some point, the two of us would, turn to the other one and go, "No, the joke. Tell us the joke." I'm like, "No, just punchlines." So.
I love it. I love it.
I want to make sure to say hello to Jay Goodwin. Drive by, like, and saying howdy before I crash out. Well, sweet
Jay.
dreams, Jay. If you can fall asleep
You
to
have
the live
yourself
stream,
a wonderful evening, Mr. Goodwin.
that would make me so happy. Growth? It's wait. It's a tumor.
You're talking about the little tumor, yeah?
We can all do that one.
If you want to stab me, I'm here waiting for
Yeah.
Dwight. No, kill me! I'm here!
Get to the chopper and go back and look at the store.
Reminds me of
The
the time that
chopper.
I was, pumping
Chopper.
iron.
Chopper,
you
Mr.
know?
Schwarzenegger. That's what I said, Chopper.
Yeah.
Bill, Oh are you serious, Spidey? Did you really send me beer? That's a. How's it? Are you kidding me right now? Is that does
Do
it
you have a
travel? Does beer travel
teleportation
well?
device, and why did you steal it from Dr. Doom? Who I may or may not know by relation.
You know what? I'm going to be a little bit quieter this evening because I am really enjoying recreational botanicals.
That's what I want is a panelist who doesn't talk.
Yes.
Oh my
Well,
gosh.
well, come on. You hang out with Dalek all the time.
Scotty, could I implore you to do this during Hump Day Happy Hour, sir?
What's that? Oh, find the rabbits?
No, to just not
Tell me
not-
about the rabbits.
No, the way that you are right now, like, try that one time on Hump Day Happy Hour. We'll see what happens.
Oh, what? You want me to be quiet?
No, I definitely don't want you to be quiet. That's not what I'm saying. You're talking about botanicals, so I was like, oh, I want to see what happens with that.
Oh, it's fine.
Are we
It all
counting
works
the
out.
rabbits?
You
I
know
think
what?
there's a lot more rabbits than meets the eye in this. There's one on the
Well,
train.
yeah, no, there's seven. There are
three in
7
the
rabbits
car.
in every
There's one
Pilsner
hiding behind. Really?
beer label.
Always 7?
Always 7.
Oh, that's a hoot.
Yeah. And
Ben.
yeah.
I count 10, 11.
Ben.
Wow.
And I said
whenever
7.
Whenever the chorus swells on White Rabbit, throw the toaster in. Just fucking do it. Ben.
Exactly.
Fucking do it, Ben. Fucking do it.
White rabbit. White rabbit.
White Rabbit.
Everybody say hello. Hey, quiet down, you. I want
Keep
to say
your
hi to
head.
6. Hey, 6.
Hey, 6.
How are you doing? Dobby felt so bad. Dobby had to iron his hand.
Oh, God.
Dobby
What
had
does
to
Dobby
iron
have to
his
say?
Pathetic.
Yes, Dobby understands.
See?
Charmin.
You
Dobby-
gotta turn on.
Dobby likes to come in socks.
You have to. Like Jill, you have to tell the people.
You're dating yourself
What?
with that quote, lemon pie.
You have a house elf.
Have an ugly house elf. Yes. I'm fine.
Who is more attractive than I am? Yes, correct.
And it's Dobby.
Correct.
Harry
yeah, but it
has
doesn't
gi-
look like Dobby. Does
Harry
this
No,
look like
make
Dobby?
it okay. So make this big.
Oh,
Make
Jill,
this
that-
big.
that Dobby
Sort of looks
crazy,
like Dobby.
man.
And
Make this big.
One sort of sad looking Dobby.
Jill, that Dobby looks like Patrick Stewart on like.
And so how do you? So now,
the precious.
no,
Oh,
don't turn
Jesus.
off the camera. Show us how it makes the noises.
She was having it talk a second ago. I could hear it.
Make it big.
Wait, quiet. Let
So it's like the Pillsbury Doughboy then, right?
So you got to make
do that.
the speaker. You got to make the speaker, which is out of the bum of Dobby.
How
can Dobby ever repay it?
So you're gonna do a talking out of his ass joke, right?
It's kind of creepy because it seems
It's
like Dobby's,
not a joke. It
it's
is
creepy
literally
because
what
it
is
seems like
happening.
Dobby is dead in Jill's arms. It's just like dead as a doornail.
Jill, quit strangling that poor thing with your Vulcan dick pinchy
Why
hands.
did you exhume Dobby?
Harry
You already know
has
you're the
given-
town Vulcan.
Harry has given Dobby a crusty sock.
No, you guys are being cynical. I like the fact that there's a Dobby doll.
You're never cynical, Scotty. Never.
No, but I like that there is a Dobby doll.
Dead man, that's really great. Alf is definitely an illegal alien that eats cats.
Yes, this is true.
You know, cats are
And
delicious.
is Gollum here?
Have you
Or
ever had
Smeagol?
cat?
I understand the smaller animals. There's lots
not
of little
bad.
bones.
You could say I've had plenty of cats in my day. Shut up. You're not even on the
South Kegel doesn't believe you, Scotty. Scotty, quiet? Shut the front door.
That says quite.
I
Quite
know, but he meant quiet.
Well, then he should be specific. Thank you, Wes Kegel. Try again.
Whenever you try to do wordplay, the point
Perhaps
is to
you're
not
quite question
typo
marky.
build up.
How do I zoom in? I open the image
What?
on another tab, and then I
I
zoom
always-
in on it.
I always hate it when a
Ladies and
drunk
gentlemen,
person
and
says,
now to the
"I'm
segment where
in
people are going
control."
to learn how to use the duck of death.
Oh my god, I will fucking knife you.
Gorilla's random thought says, "Hey, keep it down. I'm trying to sleep."
Never.
Never.
Face me in combat.
Let's see if I had.
So I can tell my club
Never,
story
never,
this
never,
week.
never,
It's
don't
very
go. Never gonna get it.
Not what Harry said. What you said.
Yeah. I was saying that to Tony, but I do want to hear your story, Tiger Stripes.
Oh, club story, anticlimactic club story. Not the
Wonderful.
best
So
club
you don't
story.
climax? Damn it.
Not during this
Terrible
story.
shame
no.
that. Well, how are we going to get to the slick ending?
Let's see, I went to what was that place called? I'm already blanking on it. It'll come to me in a bit.
Mount
So let's
Rushmore.
see. Damn it. So I went to this club, and I went to see Fatboy Slim, and I went VIP. And the last time I went somewhere and I went VIP, it was such a there was a lot of fuckery going on. It just wasn't impressive. And so I kind of thought, well, this time, and then the reason I paid for this because I have to sit down. I have to be able to sit down. So I was like the first person at this place, and the website for this place said 9:00 show. And I thought, show, okay. Well, somebody probably opens and Fat Boy maybe starts at 10. And I was the first person in the place. And I go in through the back, VIP. It's very non-wow. I'm sitting on a picnic bench in this little outside area, outside the door. And somebody at some point says to me, well, really, we're not, because I got there at 8:15. And someone says, well, our doors aren't open till 9. And I said, I have trouble standing. So and they're like, yeah. And then I just kind of kept avoiding eye contact and watched all the staff come in and out and do their thing, which was kind of fascinating. And at some point, this sweet kid named Travis comes over and says, so, you've been here a while. I'm like, yeah, I have trouble standing. He's like, you're still here to see the legend. I said, I guess I am. And he's like, well, hey, you've been here a while and you were the first person here. Do you have your ticket? And I'm like, yeah, I have my ticket. And he's like, I'm going to go get you your wristband. And so he just goes and gets it for me. Just totally sweet. Also forgot to mention that when I drove in, the security guy there's a cluster of them outside the club. And he sees me and I wave and he's like, what? And I'm like, VIP. And he's like, oh yeah, I'll show you. And he walks me to the parking space, walks me there. And so he was nice. And, at 9, I'll go in and I'm kind of standing around thinking, what am I going to do? I wish I'd walked the club more. I wish I'd seen a little more of it because I kind of just stayed in the VIP area, which is cordoned off with those rope belts,
Right.
and the stands. The
retractable
Do you have
rope
any
belts.
you have shoes?
Scotty, and
let's
you
wait
know,
till the story's
but I'm just standing around thinking, God, what am I going to do to stand, to sit down? And at some point, the security guard, the one who walked me in, shows up, and he's like, "Hey, we have these cubes that light up, and they're there to kind of mark space, and you can sit on those." I'm like, "Great!" And so I found one of those. It was on a raised platform, so it was a little hot, so it was a good place to be sitting, right on the edge of a corner, so nobody could cut in front of me, with tremendous deliberation, the way people can at a club. And I just sat there for 4 fucking hours. There was a woman DJ who did start playing at 9, right on the bot, but she played for 2 fucking hours. And then the next guy, who was not Fatboy Slim, played for an hour. And so at some point at 11, after the woman had stopped, she was good. And, and the crowd was coming in, and about half the people were costumes because it was Halloween night. So that was fun to watch. The security guy comes up to me again. He said, "You're hanging in. Good for you. You're still here." And I say, "Yeah, when does the headliner start?" And he's like, "Midnight." And I'm like, "Oh," and he just saw my face and he said, "Come on, you've toughed it out this long." And I'm like, "Okay." And so I'm still sitting there thinking, okay, headliner, Fatboy Slim, I really want to see this.
Missed the time change.
And at some point, missed the time change. And at some point,
yeah, it's 1 a.m. again for me.
Travis comes up to me again and says,
it happened.
I'm on my own time now. You need a Coke or something?" And I'm like, "Yeah, Travis, I'd love a Coke." So Travis goes and gets me a Coke. And then eventually Fatboy starts and does not play any of the hits. And after an hour and a half, I make a decision to go without hearing the hits.
You know what? I feel like it's kind of offensive that Alf is doing like he's
What, I'm being obnoxious?
No, you're doing the puppeteering to Tiger Stripes. You're actually
Well, yeah.
It's kind of weird.
Well, yeah, no, that
works.
does sound awful. That you went there for somebody specific, and they made you wait so long, and then didn't get
like Tiger Stripes is way
I
hotter
told
than
you,
Elf.
very anticlimactic. I do comfort myself that as I was driving away, there were many other people driving and people outside of the club milling around, and it's a no re-entry. So
You're still doing it. It's fine. It's
no,
kind of
this was really a
disrespectful.
first for me to go to what was basically a rave club. And I've been to dance clubs, but nothing like this.
Tiger
Fuck
Stripes.
you, Tony. I just want to say, fuck you, Tony. Okay?
Yeah, I want to say
Fuck you, Tony.
Tony as
Say
well.
that, okay? Why don't you just repeat that with your little fucking mouth, huh? Fuck you, Tony. Yeah.
Oh, speaking
you better
of
hide.
fuck you, Tony. Gorilla's Random Thought says, wait. Tiger Stripes actually swore. She gets on me for swearing in the chat.
No, I was just gonna say before
Powerball ticket tomorrow.
No, before she
Gorilla's-
went off on Alf, I was gonna say like I want to take Tiger Stripes out on a date because like
there you go.
first of all, I love Fatboy Slim.
I
and
was really, the legend. I had to go Halloween night. Probably the only chance of my life I'll have to see him. Probably,
Yeah.
just synchronistic.
I saw Fatboy Slim, Moby, and Mixmaster Mike.
Get the fuck out.
From the Beastie Boys.
That's
Like,
insane.
What do you think about all this, Jill?
Back in the day.
I think love is in the air.
Well,
I like
Please,
love.
Spider-Man
for Fatboy
says-
Slim.
I
Yeah,
just
we're
like
Fatboy Slim.
where did this Alf thing?
People
come
are trying to be
from?
friends. Oh, shut up, Ben. You were praising Tony 2 seconds
No,
ago.
I couldn't stop laughing. It's
That's
great.
the idea. We're here to be funny.
Well, be
I just
earnest,
didn't- I
be
just didn't
honest,
know.
be friendly, be good.
Scotty,
I'm
all I
honestly
said was I didn't
obnoxious,
know
and
where
it's
the
funny
Alf
that you think
face
I'm
came
honestly
from.
not.
Oh my god.
No, I just saw something that was kind of, it was funny, but
Alf, stay away from my cat. Stay away from
No,
my
I have
cat.
plenty of Tony's cats here. They're all dead.
Get
Well,
away from my cat. Don't go near
It's
my
like
cat.
Chrono says, hide your pussies. And that's a good idea.
you know what? I have so little money that I can just grab people by them.
Right.
By their
Go ahead
money?
and say it.
No, by their pussies.
You know,
They
really
let
wish
me
they'd
do
It's the same
That's-
thing that
Hey,
I
is that
did.
the guy
That's
from-
locker room talk. It's
Hey,
not
is that the guy-
appropriate.
Saddle up. Lock and load.
That's the guy from Critters. That
Locker
the guy
room
from-
talk.
The guy from Critters, right? That we just saw.
Indeed.
Yeah, the kid from
You know,
Critter.
I knew a guy that actually made like models of Christ, and that guy was awesome.
Well,
why do you have that?
What, a crate hanging around? No, those things
They're
were like
just-
$500. Absolutely not. Not for that kind of latex. I'd rather
Wow,
have
that's
a
fucking
good
hilarious.
latex.
Delightful.
It's just Scotty's body.
Your
talk.
reaction says everything, Scotty.
Well,
Back
Lemon,
to-
would
okay,
you
Gorilla,
like to
going
hear
back to
more
bed.
I
about
get
my
it. You
body?
have a crush. It's fine.
Now,
No, we do not. I want to say goodnight to Gorilla. Gorilla's going back to bed. Sweet dreams.
Oh, good.
Alf looks over when talking to Jill. It's like Hollywood Squares.
oh, I loved it when Alf was
Who's
on
Paul Lynde?
Hollywood Squares.
Oh no, I'm Paul Lynde. Absolutely not.
No, but Alf was on Hollywood Squares.
I was, but not as Paul Lynde.
Not you.
Yeah, me.
No,
Well,
but
we
you're
we
not
do
Alf.
watch. We do
No,
watch
you're
the Paul
Tony.
Lynde Halloween
He's over there.
special every year. It's a tradition now. God, that thing's insane.
This is so crazy.
I know it's
I know,
insane.
right?
I think
Thinks
it's
you owe
part
me
of,
a Coke. No, you do.
it's got something to do with the whole time warp.
Well,
It's just
LD, yeah. Well,
jump
that's
to
why
the
we're
left.
here. I had a feeling that it would be a good night to
And
stream
then?
because of the time change. LDG
well, I think it's a
says,
step to the
Hey,
right.
LDG,
Yeah.
you woke up from one
you
nightmare
put your
and
hands
entered
on your
another one.
hips.
Welcome to Alf's
And then you
Power
move
Hour.
into
Right?
it, right?
Paul Lynde.
Oh, you
no,
bring
when
knees
you
in
dip,
touch.
I dip, you dip.
It's the pelvic thrust.
But you
bro.
know what it is?
The pelvic
It's-
thrust.
That's exactly what
baby.
it is.
Oh, you know what? I must know like the 90s version of whatever that is. LDG
No,
says,
really-
we're
that
older
really
than
drives
you,
you
and we
insane.
rule.
LDG says, woke up from an Agatha nightmare. I have not watched Agatha.
Oh, Agatha.
I heard it was
have-
good.
The cringe.
Really?
Real Agatha.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh wait, we're on the air. Damn.
No, I heard Agatha
Oh,
was
God.
good.
I thought he'd never.
I didn't. Oh,
Who
oh, I
told
have
you
a
it was
video for
good,
that.
Scotty? I heard it was awful.
I'm
But-
just.
I
Oh,
heard.
yeah.
I feel like I may have to make up.
Thank heavens he's gone.
Yes, indeed. I am. I mean, I'm getting to the point where I'm almost willing to pay to watch that Scarlet Witch show. I'm just.
You.
I love Paul Bettany that much. I think I have
Yeah.
to see it. The two leads are awfully good, and it would be interesting to see what they do with that conceptually.
The one and
Hey,
only washed-out Muppet from yesteryear. Yes, LDG.
Tiger Stripes. Have you ever heard of DJ Shadow?
I cannot say I have.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I'm not so much into the EDM. You know, I have
It's
very
not.
little
It's
of
not
it.
EDM. It's very like record scratching, old school.
Very
like-
old school.
Yeah, DJ Shadow's amazing. It's
Hmm.
amazing.
Like Will Smith, old school.
Most deaf, and since you brought DJ Shadow in, I want to know what year was that? Was that Moby, Fat Boy, and Mike show? Where
Thank
was
you.
it too?
Wasn't that
Thank
like
you.
99 or something like that? The one with Christopher Walken doing the dance and shit.
Weapon of choice.
No,
Yeah,
but he's
that's-
asking you about the concert that you were at. Where and when?
Which concert?
Buddy, I'll let you repeat yourself, DJ Play Nice.
the Fat Boy, Slim, Moby, and Mixmaster Mike show.
Mixmaster Mike.
Yeah.
I wasn't at an actual concert of theirs. Like they've just collaborated. And, like, I'm a vinyl collector, so like I love picking up like rare vinyls.
Long live the record.
I am going to break your hand and take your puppet.
Make me.
I want to make sure to say hello to Molecular Arts. He says, yo. Chrono says, walking won't walking. Wasn't walking. Walking wasn't walking.
Walking.
Creepy.
Like, why do you get to show off your toys?
Christopher,
You can,
walking.
if you have some toys you want to show.
Well, I would like to start with everyone's favorite Avenger, This is
That's not She-Hulk.
not yet.
Aren't you
This is
getting a
Clint
She-Hulk,
Barton.
though?
This is everyone's favorite Archer.
Oh, Green Arrow. Good to see you.
Yeah. Well, there you go. Yeah, you have more choice than that.
This
I hate that guy. I live with him, and he's an ass.
I'm
Glad you
trying
washed
to
it
look
off.
up some stories, but all I see is there's this writing competition they had to throw out all
Oh,
these
man. I
stories
should
because
do
they
it
were
like this.
AI written.
I can't do it.
Ooh, gracious.
So that's a problem now.
Oh, I broke it.
I'm rereading Jonathan Strange and Mr. Norrell. Can't recommend it highly enough.
Well,
There's
if you're
also-
rereading, it's
Yeah.
a lot of dedication to read.
Oh, it's a
Have
Put
you
the hammer
read-
down, Scotty.
Have you ever read Jaws?
Yeah, I think I did back in the day.
Is it good? Is it worth reading?
Yeah, it's your classic bestseller, kind of written on a 7th grade level. You know, the language is very clear and to the point, and there's plot and characters. So yeah,
So it's quick. It's
yeah,
a quick.
exactly. It's popcorn.
Yeah,
Okay.
the problem with the Jaws book is that the character
Is that
that
Benchley,
uh,
Peter Benchley?
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah.
and the character
You gotta
that
shake the Hulk.
the character that what's his name plays Jesus Harper
What's good?
Jesus. It was Jim Caviezel.
Blasphemy.
It's not Richard Dreyfuss.
No, but no. Richard Dreyfuss, his character in the book is kind of like a douche, and he ends up like having an affair with the wife
yeah.
and stuff
Yeah,
like
more
that.
sex
It's like
in the book, of course.
Yeah, and it's so good that they
It's
cut that out because it
Oh,
didn't
yeah.
need to be in the movie at
No.
all.
What does Randall think of Alf?
Randall thinks Alf is gay.
All right.
Everybody will do things for $20 in Hollywood.
That's not how that joke goes. That joke goes. I'm not gay, but $20 is $20.
Oh no, that's
that
a good
sounds so
joke. That's a good
nice.
joke.
Use me none.
Exactly.
It's the way
It's
you
the unwritten
Thanks for fixing
rule
that.
of the road.
Oh, why
Say
is
hi
the
to
cat
Grace
interested in my
Fisher's
one?
fish for me.
What did I see on the TV recently that had me
Ooh,
kicking?
delicious. They
God,
purr
what-
like
what
cats.
was
I
it?
could probably put those in, like, I don't know, a Subway sandwich or something.
Yeah.
That's right. You know,
I
Alf
know
would
what it
eat a
was.
triple.
I know what it was. I watched The Fall Guy, like with the
Oh.
last couple of weeks, and it was so good. Of course, you know, I'm an idiot for Gosling because I'm a sucker for blondes, but it was so good. And there was a point where I literally punched the air and leaned back on the sofa and kicked my feet in the air. I was so full of delight. It was
Get out of town.
just such a wonderful moment in that movie.
I completely agree. I thought that movie was such a fucking blast. It's
Yeah,
so
yeah, yeah. I think I need to own it. I need to watch
Shut
it
the
like
front
once
door.
a year. Yeah, and it's a love story primarily, which you know.
It really,
I'm a girl,
I guess,
so love
I guess
that.
you're right.
Nice.
Yeah, it kind of is, but it's.
Oh, very much right from the get.
I wish it had done better, like at the box office, because it's really a great.
Oh,
cares?
I'm sorry to hear that. I don't go to them. I used to be.
Were there
I
any
thought
cool
it was an
cameos in it?
adventure rom-com.
They beat it out of me with the pandemic.
It's not a rom com, Scotty. It's a fun.
No, it's not a
action
rom com. It's just
No, but
more
an
of it
adventure
is
rom-com in the same sort of idea as
Not a rom com.
like the Brendan Fraser Mummy.
That's a true adventure rom com. This is not a rom com, no. But
Oh,
love.
okay.
It starts with love. Yeah.
Were there any
It's-
cool
and it's-
cameos?
and it's nice. Yeah.
Oh my God, you've been brainwashed by
Yeah.
Marvel.
And a lot of really good people who are newer actors who I have seen here and there.
Was there
all in the
anyone
same place
better?
together. Better than.
You have to
Well,
finish
no.
the joke first before you laugh.
No, but it's such. It's a ridiculous thing
Here
to say.
Here Scotty goes
Are
again.
you
Something
watching
he's
a movie because of the people who are in it? Or are
Scotty,
you watching a
another
movie
thing,
because
Scotty,
you may
never
be surprised?
He's never seen.
Wait, what did Ben want to say?
I'm just saying.
No,
it's
I'm
another-
making
it's
a
another
point
thing
that I'm
you've never seen,
countering.
Scotty, but you're like talking shit on it. You've never even seen it.
No, haven't seen it. Want to like it?
Okay.
But
I
it is
did
kind
see
of
it. It was the confluence of concept, remembering that it was an
But
old television
DJ
show, which I never watched. You know, having it for Gosling. I like Blunt very much. And that was my springboard. And it was free on Peacock, and they even front-loaded the commercials, which is always such a blessing. And it was the special extended edition. So boom, 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 boom. I mean, like
I
five.
haven't
It was a
seen it
confluence of five
either.
things that got me to sit down and watch that movie.
But
Oh,
DJ, why?
I just want to read this
Why did I ask?
freaking chat, please. by
No,
Shifty
we'll
Jism.
wait. We'll hold this off for a bit.
Whoa, Jill got John Snyder and Alf on the show tonight. I did, and I just want to. Yeah, Cronus says it's been.
Did somebody
a
say my name?
long road. Yeah, Shifty Jism did. And Shifty Jism also says he's got Disney Infinity figures. I got a ton of those on clearance when it got shut down.
Don't those things interact or something?
I don't know. I'm just happy to have all of the.
Yeah, they
Avengers.
communicate with each other, usually about, things that happen backstage.
Yeah,
The figure
they're
Scotty is
plotting to
showing-
defeat me.
Is
No, they're
shutting.
wanting to.
Scotty, can you read this chat, please?
Oh, I hope so. The figures Scotty is showing led to Disney shutting down its video game division because they overproduced them. True. People keep telling me the Fall Guy movie is great, but I couldn't get into it as a fan of the show.
See, and I have trouble there. Does that mean you tried to watch the movie and you couldn't get into it and you stopped? Or does that mean you couldn't get into it conceptually?
And also,
Yes.
I was never a fan, but I like Mick G's Charlie's Angels. I didn't like the original Lost in Space. I liked the
It was a Boffo first
1998
season.
Lost in Space. The
I liked
people
that
who
one
are
too.
precious with the source material, I understand that you're precious with it, but it doesn't make that big a deal with me.
Yeah.
Well, I
Oh no,
watched
the
that-
first season of Lost in Space is great.
I watched that series remake of Lost in Space and thought it was very good too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was okay.
I bet they've had
It
a
wasn't,
season since
You
I
guys
watched. I
wouldn't
only saw the
handle
first
3
one.
seconds in space, so don't get lost.
Oh my God, I'm so sick and tired of this cat eating pussy. Get a different
bad.
puppet.
It's too bad Stark of Iron doesn't know that Alf got out. Got out where? What? Jill
If you
sounds
say
like
the
the name.
closet, I
Anti-British
Did Alf
swear
out
to
himself?
God.
Oh my God.
Anti-derivative Jill sounds like the name of a mathematics podcast. Yes, I should be talking about mathematics, but I'm not.
It's simple
domain.
math.
Yes. And I might. I got to do stand and deliver. But in
Well, and
the
also-
meantime, I couldn't get it conceptually because it didn't have the same vibe as the show, which is more of an 80s dude bro thing, not a romance deal. So it's shit.
Thank you, Shifty Chisholm.
I'm sorry. Can I see that again?
Sure. There it is.
Conceptually, okay, cool. No, there was definitely some bro stuff going on in this movie. Considerable. So, not a rom-com. They don't run around holding hands or anything. It's just, it's a backstory, and it does figure to the story. As it's lovely. It's you got to see it. I don't want to tell you. About it. It's lovely.
Hey, Eugene Bird is here.
Eugene.
Yeah, he is. Hello, Eugene. He also says, "Did you see that She-Hulk is suing Ryan Reynolds because they took her scenes out of Deadpool and
Big
Wolverine?"
freaking deal.
Now, wait, is this the actress you're talking about?
Tatiana
Thank you, Eugene.
Maisenberger.
I was asking for news, and you brought it to me. Not matching. Okay, so they took her scenes out for not matching the intensity of the other actors. Ouch. Oh, because she didn't.
Apex.
They cut her out because she wasn't good enough. I don't judge Cheech and Changers, says Cronus. Me neither. Why would you? That doesn't make any sense.
Well, may I comment specifically upon that particular news item?
Me?
That you don't mind Cheech and Chongers?
No, probably this one.
Ah, well, yeah, I expect you to be our expert on all things She-Hulk at this point, Scotty.
Now,
This is my expectation, so you better deliver.
I have heard from many, or two, that's many people, that Tatiana Maslany was, in fact, engaging in litigation with Ryan Reynolds over her removed scenes from Deadpool 3. And I don't know what to say about it. Like, it just seems vanity. I don't know what this is. In all honesty, I don't care. This is behind the scenes bullshit that does not contribute to the character. I really enjoy Tatiana Maslany's portrayal of She-Hulk. I enjoy, but like when it comes to this bullshit, if you want to talk about gossip and people pooping on beds, enjoy. But
so Tatiana
still,
pooped the bed?
Well, I don't think she did, because I think Tatiana Maslany is an incredible She-Hulk, a savage She-Hulk.
So it's here. How about Tatiana be grateful? The scenes get included on the deleted scenes section of the DVD.
Stupenzo.
Pretty
That's
good.
interesting, because Tatiana Maslany was okay with her having her deleted scenes being on, but they were not.
Oh, has it been released already?
Yeah.
Oh, gracious.
You
So-
guys like
have a copy, of course.
Scotty, I love it.
No, I don't. And again, when it comes to the legality of all this bullshit, I don't fucking care. But I just don't want people shitting all over Jennifer Walters, She-Hulk, or Tatiana Maslany. I don't think she's incorrect.
I mean, opinions isn't necessarily shitting. It's just like talking about it, and if you got an idea about something.
But
that's
I'm
okay.
also, but Jill, you know me. I'm biased. I'm a She-Hulk fan.
You are. You're getting one for Christmas.
I don't know yet. Oh, by the way, that reminds me. Hey, everybody, if you want to buy me a She-Hulk, give it a go.
You need to start a GoFundMe or something. You'd be there and back again by now if you'd actually
It's
put an
not up
ounce
to
of
me to
effort
sort
into
out
this
this.
quest. An ounce of effort.
Somebody has to buy me a She-Hulk, and you have to figure it out.
I'm not buying you diddly squat.
Shut up. You buy me shit all the time.
Do I?
Well,
So, Jill, is this...
mostly just subscriptions to your channel.
Oh, of course.
That's the best payment of all.
You're
Nah,
going to
it's
Quantum
really
Leap as a
not,
background because of the time travel. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. And of course, falling back or daytime savings time is not really time travel, but they do fuss with our internal
Not that
clocks.
far from.
And
The Grateful Dead
mental. It's
fan
mental
thinks
time travel.
The deadhead down there, the dead man, says, "Go fund yourself." You know what?
Yeah, no, I want this.
I'm inclined to agree.
No, but that is my favorite Justin Bieber song.
Here's some understanding. I mean, the economy is rough right now, so it's understandable. She was probably relying on a
No.
paycheck.
My gut says she gets paid either way. I'm sure she gets paid up front. That's what the contract's about. She gets paid either way.
Maybe she gets paid in the back.
Kevin Blackburn.
Unless she's
Somebody
taking it
will
all
buy
on the
you
back
one
end,
thing,
which would not be a smart thing to do.
Oh my God, you people are dirty. I'm gonna go have a smoke.
You know what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah, go.
I
smoke one
know.
out.
I'm sorry. It's Saturday, and we time traveled, so I'm being rude. I'm gonna take a break.
No, I set you up for it. Actually, I knew what I was saying.
Oh, thank you. That was very pleasant.
It doesn't mean
But
I
I'll
can't
be back
still
in a
object.
And he rolled a gutter ball
You
there.
set
Tyson,
me up
right?
for it, and
Rolled
you
a
still
gutter ball.
object. All right.
I
all
still
right,
think
I'll
she
give
got paid either way. I don't think she lost a penny on that.
Rolled a gutter ball.
Well, I hope so. If she worked, she deserved to get paid.
Right.
Maybe not as much as if
I
she
agree,
actually
Joe.
wasn't, but cats.
Look at him storming off.
Well, that's the thing is, I was looking for something to talk about, and they did an experiment that cats can learn human words. I thought we already knew that. Can't they learn like 100 words? But I guess they did an experiment with a bunch of cats at a cafe, and let's see, in a room familiar to the cat. Then where the cat directed their attention as a monitor played back a video clip that was carefully composed. In the clip, a cartoon of a smiling red sun, complete with eyebrows, shrank and expanded into view, accompanied by the words Kararu. Oh, I need Canadian Spider-Man. Spoken loud and clear by the cat's owner. Kararu is meaningless in Japan. Oh. But Tagaki believes the results of her experiment show that cats can understand human speech to a certain extent. When presented with the sun, the cats paid attention to the video for 3 to 5 seconds. The researchers repeated this pairing of the sun and the word Kararu several times to encourage habituation. But when the cat's owners later spoke the word Kararu alongside a drawing of a blue unicorn smashing through the building, Tagaki found that the cat stared at the screen longer than usual, as if surprised that Kararu had so dramatically changed appearance. She believes that they had learned to associate the word Kararu with the image of the sun. Now, how could she?
The deadhead agrees.
But I
What's
thought we
that
already
from?
knew that cats can understand words.
Well, they understand words all the
it's
time. I
from
say, here,
Nautilus.
kitty, kitty, and they don't answer.
That kind of
Yeah, because they're smart.
Well, yeah.
It's it's a I don't know, researcher Sheo Tagaki, animal behavior researcher, just went to a cafe and did this experiment. It's not even a laboratory experiment. So I don't know if there were even any.
This
like,
was just
controls.
online or.
Yeah, I'm just reading this
magazine?
online.
I got one last joke from Kronos here. I'm going to take it, and then I guess I'll let you have Mr. Boring back.
Mr. Boring?
Kronos in the chat says,
Oh,
cats are
Tony.
awesome jerks until you eat them. That means they're awesome jerky.
Cats are awesome jerks. So yeah, I think they did this experiment because we know dogs can understand us. Because dogs will obey what we say. They do what they want, our approval. So dogs will do what we want them to do. But cats won't listen. So I guess some people think they can't understand, but the truth is they can understand us. They just don't
They just
care.
disregard you.
Yeah, they just don't care to listen or, to actually follow through with what you have to say unless you have food. Shifty Jism says, that's not the real Alf. The real Alf returned to Melmac in the ABC made-for-TV movie in 1997. Unless he came back or has an Earth-like living room on Melmac. Oh yeah, maybe he misses his family so much that even on his home planet, he's recreated the living room and is paging.
Even sadder than just generally missing something.
Yeah.
Recreate it.
Right? I don't know. I'm just guessing here. It makes sense. My cat used to understand the word for insect, mushi, and would freak out and go hunting for them. My Japanese girlfriend taught that a long, long time ago.
Wow.
Some breeds are friendlier than others. This is true. Well, and even within that breed, some cats are friendlier than others. I have had the same breed twice. This cat is way friendlier than the previous one. Alf
There are
is
people
just
out
like
wanting to know the reason why I have Alf flying around, right?
Sure,
he was
go ahead and tell
actually-
us the story.
He was in Area 51. And as the resident Tony Stark of the YouTube community, I own the resident Area 51 of the YouTube community, and therefore I have the Alf of the YouTube community. He moved in, doesn't pay rent, eats my cats, and I hate him. Back to you, Jill.
Oh, but you wouldn't have to control your pet population that way if you just got them spayed and neutered.
Well, Bob Barker be damned.
Yeah. And
Is everybody having fun so far?
citation. Why am I just attracted to all the animal stories? Saturday citations on chimpanzee playwrights. What?
What? Animal things are. Oh, the SNL sketch tonight. That was pretty damn offensive. It was,
Oh yeah, that's
no.
the
It wasn't. It wasn't. It took you through all
Hail
the
to
feels.
Joe Lamont. Good to see you here, but not over at my other station.
Oh, yes, thank you so much, Joe Lamont, for being here. Fancy meeting you here, eh? Yes, hello, Joe Lamont. Oh, that's Siamese, or however you spell it. Yeah, Siamese cats. They don't have a lot of hair.
Have you guys heard about the war between the penguins and the pandas?
You haven't written it yet, so we can't understand.
Well, I would assume
have to
that
write it.
their perspectives on black and white differ.
Well, but let's not forget there are a lot of allies.
So is there going to be a lot of
Zebras?
black and white and red all over when the war's done?
Oh my stars! Yes.
Yeah. Spoiler alert. Can't wait to read your book.
If he ever writes it, it's supposed to be a coloring book.
It is.
But he
It's
gave
black
up
and
on it
white and
because
red all over. So-
he's afraid someone's already
There
done
you
it
go.
before.
Call that a callback.
But that's so stupid because everything's been done before, so you might as well make your story happen.
All right.
Very
Nothing
true.
beats Toonso's
Toonses.
The Driving Cat. Toonses. Oh, Toonses. Oh,
Yeah,
right.
Toonses is actually spelled Toonces, I believe. Toonses.
Yes.
But yeah.
Scotty, I know that you're back. I hope you brought beer because I brought some.
Yeah, I'm supplied.
Let us drink then and listen to them talk about their sordid affairs.
Well, no, the thing is that zebras are on the side of the pandas, and that makes me very upset with zebras.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of which, I'm having a member stream on Wednesday.
Orcas are on the side of the penguins, which makes me
no
very
sense
happy
at all
for the orcas.
because they usually dine on them, don't they?
Sounds like a whale
Yeah, I
with
don't
a tail.
know.
I just can't
Oh, I
wait
believe
to
they do.
bear it.
Yes,
the bird is
orcas
the word,
do
you know.
eat penguin.
But this time they team up against the mammalians.
That's one of the first things I ever
okay.
heard about penguins was that, if there's a hole in the ice, all the penguins will kind of crowd forward until the one on the edge falls in to, see whether or not there's an orca in there. Then all the others take a big step back.
I'm just joshing you, Joe. I love you, brother. Schedules are pretty crazy here, too.
Sister.
What did you do? What happened? Joe Lamont
was-
says my schedule is. Oh yeah, nuts lately. Oh okay, right. I did manage to visit your
Nuts
tower once.
lately?
No, I will try again.
Tower.
Well,
Oh right,
yes.
because you were
What
guilt
is that?
tripping him.
Just kind of.
I'm not guilt
Harry
tripping
Potter.
him, I'm
What
being
on earth is
funny.
he talking about? Tower.
It's James
JT Kirk is
Tiberius
here.
Kirk. Welcome.
So
You just
where
arrived.
did Ben
just in
and DJ go?
I don't know, but I have to play
Well,
this video
I
because
could sing on
JT
the
Kirk is
Afro
here.
DJ if you'd like. Of course, his baritone is quite natural.
Delicious.
Yes, I'm glad you're here. I think I played that as you were trying to say something, DJ. Did you want to share something?
That I never left. I don't know what happened to Joe though, man. I mean, he might be freshening up his drink or something, maybe.
I think he's probably cheating on us with someone else.
Or he's collecting some vinyl records, or he's eating dinner, or
all the irony.
Here's a fun hypothesis. Would it go against the Prime Directive to rescue someone from the Phantom Zone?
Absolutely not, because the Phantom Zone, if you're assuming it's the one from Superman, is created by a species of civilized beings for internment and exile, and therefore not breaking the Prime Directive.
Yeah, and on top of that,
no, I think it is. I think it does.
Yeah.
I don't think it does because, well, it is interfering with another culture, but that culture is warp capable, aren't they?
Well, but wait a second. That culture is also eliminated. Like Krypton,
right? It
has
doesn't
been
exist.
destroyed.
So there's no Prime Directive to be had. If
there is,
the culture
yeah,
doesn't
we're
even
not.
Why the choice of the word rescue? That's got overtaken.
Because they wouldn't know that it would be a prison in the first place, were they to just encounter
They wouldn't know. Come on, no. It's like you were the captain of a starship and you ended up seeing this crazy mirror.
Yeah, it's quickly turning into another Kobayashi type scenario where, okay,
No,
I've
it's not a
encountered this
knowing.
strange thing, and what do I do with it? Do I engage with it? Do I try to communicate with it? Do I try to break people out of there if I can even figure out that there are people in there?
Starfleet deals with gods like
That's
every
not
20 years.
Kobayashi Maru at all. So I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
not
go that way.
Kobayashi.
That's not how
It's
that
a
works.
bad idea, but I don't think it breaks the Prime Directive. DJ Knight says, "Sorry about Retro Nerd Girl. I didn't mean to leave her abruptly. I didn't even know you did.
Oh
You're
gosh,
fine."
you left.
Well,
her
do you
abruptly.
think that phasers and photon torpedoes
explain.
could take care of Zod, Non, and Ursa?
Depends on how close they are to a yellow
Ooh.
star.
Oh, that's a good point.
I don't know. You tell me.
Well, I
So,
think that
this
Tony
is the
actually,
Phantom Zone's premise.
depends
It's
on how
quickly
close we
becoming
are
the
to a
Phantom
yellow
Well,
star.
my
Yes.
Star Trek knowledge
You feel like
is
you're locked in with
limited.
people at some point.
My Star Trek knowledge is limited. My knowledge of superheroes is superlative.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
don't
strike
go
that,
crazy.
reverse it for me.
Never say you're an expert. Be modest.
I said superlative. I didn't say I was an expert. I said there are probably many more
Superlative
people
is
that are
a
more
anyway.
qualified.
You're
I want
cool. You're fine. All
I
right,
want to
calm down.
say hello to Narat Anaxamandbeer.
Manbear.
Hello, everyone. It makes me really
An
happy to
axe,
see you.
a man, and bear.
Oh, go ahead.
What? An Anaximandibear.
Anaxamanoon?
That's a.
Isn't that
it's a
like from the
mouthful.
Mummy?
That's right. Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I just
right.
watched The Mummy tonight on Svengoolie, so I'm still working on that heroine's name.
Who blew up Krypton? Other Kryptonians.
Yeah, no, it was
Oh, that's a
totally.
good question.
Molecular
No,
arts. To answer your
Kryptonians.
question, would the Enterprise defeat a Star Destroyer? A, which Enterprise? And B, do you consider turbo lasers just a form of lasers? Because if they're just lasers, they're not going to penetrate navigational shields. They're not going to be able to do it because it's lasers. Even if they are turbo lasers. But if they're like light mass energy, like phasers, they might be able to do something. But then a Star Destroyer has thermal shielding, which handles heat created from lasers. Whether they're turbo or not, doesn't matter. Whereas, a Federation ship of higher caliber technologically will be able to withstand a barrage of turbo lasers. So, Enterprise D. Yeah, the navigational shields. You think a Star Destroyer would rip through the Enterprise D?
No, I think that
The Enterprise D would be able to defeat a Star Destroyer.
I think the
Because it's bigger.
Constitution class would be able to destroy a Star Destroyer.
More than likely, because thermal shielding is shit.
Like, I'm just saying, like, phasers and photon torpedoes, turbo lasers, and like, there are no torpedoes that come from a Star Destroyer.
Unless they're carrying TIE bombers, which have their own torpedoes.
Yeah, but now you're talking
That's-
about fighters.
Yeah, that's contextual. Would it have a wing of fighters, and would the crew of the Enterprise be distracted by said group of fighters? Because TIE fighters are even flimsier as far as starships are concerned from the Star Wars universe. They don't have any kind of shielding at all.
Well, it's a question as to how, like, reflexive the phasers on the original NCC 1701 are. Like, how fast are they? And they seemed
Measurement
okay.
of sublight speed varies between Star Wars and Star Trek. Very big gray area.
But, like, for a capital ship, which the Enterprise is,
yeah,
it wouldn't necessarily be that good against individual fighters.
No.
But the Enterprise D could totally take the shit out of them.
Oh yeah, the D would bend it over backwards and spank it.
Yeah,
absolutely.
But
Technologically.
this is all just technological.
And the
versus.
fact is they would send an away team. They would locate the bridge of the enemy
Yes,
ship and send an
I
away team to
concur.
scuttle it and not even have to engage in kind of, enable engagement. They could just
Mego.
Yeah, but Darth Vader's gonna choke the fuck out of him.
Mego, gentlemen. Mego.
What does God need with a starship?
I grabbed that clip just for you, JT Kirk. Gods often require the use of starships. It's really strange.
It will be his chariot.
a Colonial Viper versus an X-Wing, it's like a 60-40 or 50-50 kind of like, it would be situational. The specs on both of those ships are quite similar.
JT Kirk says, sorry, Scotty, the Constitution class is not a capital ship. It's considered a cruiser.
Huh.
Molecular Arts asks you, what would an X-Wing defeat a Colonial Viper? And JT Kirk likes that I grabbed him a clip.
And JT Kirk, you are correct. And once I rack my mind, yes, it is a cruiser.
Worst movie ever, says Kronos of Star Trek V. And he needs a beer.
Fuck you, Kronos.
I got a beer.
You can't say that to Kronos.
No, but Kronos knows that I love.
I was
Star Trek V is one of my favorite. I gave away Star Trek V on VHS to a young child this previous Halloween, which was 2 days ago. Like, I love Star Trek V. And so if I respond
the odd ones are bad, the
emotionally.
even ones are good. Was 5 the one with Christopher Plummer? Because that one was quite good.
No, it was the one
That's
with Lawrence
That's
Luckenbull.
Yeah, then the rule stands.
But Lawrence Luckenbull,
I
he
love,
was in Cocktail.
I love all six. I love them all. But you didn't seriously, when you ran out of candy, start giving children Star Trek movies, or
Like
just
VHS tapes, yeah.
VHS tapes that they cannot play because they don't have VHS
Yes.
players.
Yes. I did that, yes.
Because you're afraid of disappointing them.
Yes.
But
Well,
you should
no,
you just turn off your porch light when you run out of
I
candy.
only did that with the only child who was wearing a Starfleet uniform.
South Kegel.
Yes,
I-
South
I
Kegel
can't even
was
say
the
that.
only child who was wearing a
No,
Starfleet uniform.
No. South Kegel is saying something that we in the Warhammer 40K community would call absolutely heretical.
He doesn't really
Exterminatus,
believe it.
glass the planet, destroy it, pop it like the veritable zit that it is, and move on.
Oh, and I want to say hello to Sentai Ranger Donnie, the late.
Oh, hello.
Hey, Donnie.
More phenomenal.
In the Undiscovered Country. Star Trek.
Thank you. Which was good. It was good.
Yeah. That was good
It
too.
was.
Did I get any video of that? I don't know if I have any clips of that movie. I like it a lot. But I'll have to look later.
So when does the time go back?
It already did for me. Like we could leave whenever we want, but we're still having fun here, I guess. Unless you want to go.
Yes. Nicholas Meyer wrote and directed Undiscovered Country, right? That's kind of.
Nicholas Meyer's great. Harv Bennett, he works on stuff, Star Trek stuff, movies. I love DeForest. Well, that was the last time we got to see DeForest Kelley in a Star Trek movie. He did come back though for an episode of The Next Generation in really ugly makeup.
I think I remember that.
Sentai Ranger Donnie says, "For me, time goes back 1.25 hours time from now." Yeah. So, it changes different from everybody. Whatever your 2 a.m. is when the time travel goes. When you time travel.
Time travel is really lame.
Well, it's not real time travel. It's just mental time travel because they're messing with their clocks.
And our circadian rhythms.
Yeah, it is.
Affirmative.
Affirmative.
What, did you put her in charge? Oh, jeez.
Six says, "I'm having fun listening. Reminds me of con conversation in the hotel lobby at 3 a.m.
That is a nice compliment.
That is
Except
the sweetest thing.
A 3 a.m. con conversation really should be in a nice room, preferably the con suite or something.
We had one in the hotel lobby in Knoxville. It was great.
It's okay in the hotel lobby. I've had good times in the hotel lobby in the wee hours.
That
the Vulcan
sounds dirty.
Science Directorate
could have been dirtier.
Vulcan Science Director. You mean those uppity knife-eared green-blooded dimwits that they think we're not good enough, Morty? Oh, jeez.
Yeah, they've determined that time travel is impossible. I guess. Well, yeah. Stephen Hawking did that experiment where nobody showed up to his time travel party. So I guess so.
What? That's the saddest thing ever. Is that a joke?
No, it's true. He did a time travel party. Stephen Hawking. Let me look it up. It would be good to talk about.
And nobody came.
Nobody came.
That's so sad.
Until everybody got spaghettified, then it was a holy mess.
I have a friend who had a party, and it was me and one other person, and it turned out that he cross-planned against somebody who was very strong in the Fanish community at the time. So everybody was at her party.
Wow. Y'all should have gone somewhere like I don't know.
We had a nice time. At some point, somebody else turned up. So I think that other party might have turned over and spilled into his party. But at that point, I took my opportunity to split. Like, okay, I'm being replaced. I can leave.
Nice. Stephen Hawking's time travel party was held for our future descendants should they ever crack the mystery of time travel. So Hawking was actually experimenting. And let's see. I just want to know about the party. Quit telling me about this other stuff. Okay, here. He says, since nobody showed up to Stephen Hawking's time travel party, we have a few possible. They didn't explain the damn experiment at all. This is terrible. Let me read this one. On June 28, 2009, British astrophysicist Stephen Hawking hosted a party for time travelers in the University of Cambridge. The physicist arranged for balloons, champagne, and nibbles for his guests, but did not send out the invites until the following day after the party was over. The party was held at Gonville Caius College on Trinity Street on June 28, 2009. In preparing for the event, he hoped that copies of the invite might survive for thousands of years, and that one day someone living in the future will find information and use a wormhole time machine to come back to my party, proving that time travel will one day be possible. The invites that the reader said the reader is cordially invited to a reception for time travelers and that no RSVP is required. Hawking waited in the room for a few hours before leaving and no visitors arrived. He regarded the event as experimental evidence that time travel is not possible.
At least Hawking knew something. What? You guys got to wait for a punchline from us? Oh, jeez.
I just wanted to share
and yet
that.
this is the man who also said, if aliens do exist, we do not want their attention.
Right, he does not like SETI, the institute to try to find alien life, and that sends out messages to try to
aren't
see.
they basically capable of time travel?
Well,
I mean, you have to sort of always operate from that premise.
Well, because it travels, because the message is
Traveling through space is traveling through time because it's space-time. Just because you can't go back to the past and kill your grandfather does not mean diddly.
No, but I don't want to be flippant about it. Like, the further we look out into the galaxy, let alone the universe,
it's one big cosmic rewind.
It is so much that is imperceptible. Like, we do not know what is out there at all. It's part of the reason why I really enjoy the idea of Star Trek, is because the entire purpose, investigate that shit. What do you mean? What is that shit we're investigating?
No, can we talk to it?
I hope so.
Guy's kind of rude, actually.
Because I have to ask it the all-important question. Did you buy that fake booty on Temu, you dusty bitch?
Hey-o, throwback!
Oh, that was good, Tiger. South Kegel says, just tried to set my digital clock back. Freaking thing went past 2 a.m. 5 times. It's now out on the front lawn via the window. Oh, South Kegel made time fly.
I'm poor clock. I always anthropomorphize appliances. Poor clocky.
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody watched Brave Little
it
Toaster,
failed.
too. Ain't that right, Morty? Oh, my God!
I love the Brave Little Toaster. Ugh.
Oh, I could talk about that movie out of character all day.
Kegel, you should make that your Tinder profile. I got so frustrated with a clock that I threw it out of my house.
Eugene Bird says, why does anyone think time travelers would want to visit Stephen Hawking? They're much more likely to come to Jill's party, so now I have to do a time travel party.
Sweetly said, Eugene. You're a sweet guy. However, Stephen did have champagne and balloons. I mean,
He was a terrible dancer, though.
Oh, ow.
There's no party like a time travel party because a time travel party always starts. Shut up, Morty. Your physics jokes are lame.
Oh my
Cronus says,
God.
I can't drive 88 miles per hour.
I can't drive 55, so I'll never get to 88.
Hi, Sammy.
Bye. Donnie says Star Trek isn't the only IP that does time travel stories. Power Rangers did so as well. Well, lots of people do. So thank you, DJ Playdays, for continuing your membership. I guess that one
Yay.
they wanted me to know. Molecular Art says space and time are inseparable. Hence,
See, he gets it.
Space Jam.
Yeah, totes. You don't get
No,
shit.
I don't know about that. I think it depends on how fast you're traveling.
Name a point in time where the speed of light wasn't the speed limit. At the beginning of the universe? Shut up, you dingus.
Good answer, Morty. Eugene Bird says Einstein and Minkowski never said they're the same. The measurement or length and duration and are related mathematically. That's all. Oh,
I'm
down.
too drunk and stoned to figure
No,
out
I
what
think
you guys
length
are
and
talking
duration
about.
have always been kind of connected, but that's just me.
Length and duration are all about the perspective or the perception of the observer or the person that's currently experiencing it. You can look at it
Length
from the
and
outside
duration are the
perspective.
things that your girlfriends have always been requesting.
It's
you
all
look at the outside
relative.
perspective. You're an observer that's not experiencing the phenomenon. Therefore, you're
It's
observing
relative,
it as
but it's
a
not that
duration.
relative.
Whereas if you were
Frankly,
traveling through
rel-
it, it's length.
relatively gives me a headache. Joe Lamont says peptide cake at Anti-Derivative Jill's party.
I'll
Yes,
pass the cyanide.
With mint frosting.
frosting. Yes.
See, that's why we're friends, Jillian.
This sounds like a song. I'm pretty sure, says Neurotic Anaximantibear. A lot of creatures out there in the universe have 2 legs and ride around on board shaped objects.
There's an
Yeah, but
entire
how many
planet
have
dedicated to it.
cloaca
How many are silver?
We're really obsessed
or
with
gold?
that type of.
Do they show up for Christmas?
Like Santa Claus? What do you
No,
mean?
silver and gold.
Oh,
So I was talking about the Silver Surfer.
Sorry. Oh no, that's a better one.
Oh my God, turkey hasn't even been plucked yet. Don't start.
Shut up! I'm Canadian. We had Thanksgiving
Yeah,
like fucking
no, you've got to
3
start
weeks ago.
Christmas songs in November. You'll never get through them.
yeah.
We're
Some Canadians
done.
do
So
enjoy
you have to start
Christmas
in
early.
November.
You guys are gonna have like football games and
Well, I'm
whatever
putting
and
the
Black
frickin' tree up
Fridays.
this weekend. We may not decorate it for a while.
He
but
is
I'm
not a
putting
merry
the
man,
tree up.
says the South Kegel.
I'm not an American man.
Yes, I am not a merry man.
There it is. Heyo.
He was always the sexiest one of the bunch.
Worf?
Yes. Yes.
Oh,
Thank
yeah.
you. Thank you. Yeah. Agreed completely.
Oh,
Tiger
yeah.
Stripes. You're right.
He's got the voice. He's got the shoulders. It's the whole thing.
He's got the deadpan humor.
Oh yeah.
It's got it all.
I
Worf
was
did.
I was at a convention.
Mm.
They would call it San Francisco, but it was outside of San Francisco. But
Joel
they
Lamont
got that
makes a
same
good point. I
hotel
gotta
every
address that
year,
out
so
of
they got to do
character.
great things there as a convention, as a science fiction convention. And where was I? I think I was just in the restaurant, and
In just a
a
moment.
coterie of Klingons walked in. You know, there were like at least 3 of them, and they were big guys, and they were fully decked out. And they kind of walked over. They were kind of looking at all the women in the place, I think. And they walked over to the table, and one of them took my hand, and I was sort of, you know, kind of chimed in like, okay, I'm going to get a kiss. That's really, you know, old school. And then he sniffed it all over. It was just the funniest damn thing. I thought I would never stop laughing.
Oh wow. He
Yeah.
knew how to flirt and
Yes.
sing on. That's
Yes,
funny.
indeed.
I want to let Tony read this and step away for just a little bit. And I'll be right back in just
Yeah,
a
I'll
minute or
actually
two.
read this one out of character because it's funny on its own. If an alien landed around Santa Monica and saw humans picking up dog poop and putting it in little colored plastic baggies, he would address the dog as a higher life form. Absolutely. Absolutely, dude. Like, you know, you think of that scene in the Masters of the Universe movie with Gwildor addressing the cow. Primitive, yet
Well,
profound. Moo.
but look at Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Yeah.
When Ford Prefect is like, don't you think it was a little strange that I was trying to introduce myself to a car? I thought they were the dominant species. So, no, it is. Yeah, no. That is one of my favorite things about human existence is that everyone is certain that they know what they're doing. And every time I hear someone say that they are certain that they know what they're doing, I know it's a lie.
My favorite.
Morty, do
one-
you know what
my
you're
favorite-
doing? No. Sounds like it's truth to me. You have the floor, Scotty. Cheers.
No, I thought Tiger was saying something.
Yeah, I'm giving it a shot. Now, my favorite tell is the expression, I have no idea. When people say that, they have every idea. They know. They know
That's
exactly
nice.
what you're talking about.
Well, but is that they are secure in their ideas or that they're just opinionated?
No, it's a tell. They know what you're talking about, but they just don't want to tell you that they know.
Well, what is a phrase that you hear and someone says it and you're like open to their opinions?
Man, Scotty, you're definitely on
those four little words that every woman wants to hear. What do you think? That's the one that gets me going.
I know where the clitoris is.
See, that's
definitely a liar.
That's a little too direct.
No,
starters,
I say that I say that just to sort of bust up my philosophy. But no, I'm curious. Like, I don't know. You asked me a question and I diffused it with a joke, a bad joke at that.
Oh, most men will tell you they don't know, but they know exactly. They just can't be bothered. It's,
what is it?
What they call feigned helplessness. The same guys who say, I don't know how to make coffee.
Yeah.
I'm not that guy. Strange thing called coffee.
No, and that's, I don't know. And I've been fighting with that my entire life. I hate that I was...
What are you talking about?
Well, no, I was very, very upset with myself.
Sure you were.
That...
Yes?
Embracing some form of victimhood made me more attractive to other people. If I were in peril, people would help me. And I've always found that something that I have to argue with within myself. And when I see it in the broader existence, if I see someone who's like, I'm in danger, I need help, I'm like, fuck you, you weak dick. But if
Tell
I
us how you really feel. Where on the doll, where on the Alf puppet did they touch you?
Well, I can't tell you until I get my She-Hulk action figure.
Bullshit.
But this is what I'm saying, is it's been an argument with myself since forever. Is like, I do that to buy assistance. But when I see it in others, I'm like, you're wrong for doing it. And yet I do the same thing. It's very, very contrary.
Needy people are not that attractive.
Exactly.
It's a hard thing.
I'm a narcissist.
But honest people, once
needy.
you know them and you've gotten to know them and your friends and you're past kind of the bullshit presentation that you give the world and you show the world, who say, I need you, I need this. You know, that can be refreshing as long as they don't just dwell on it and pound it.
Yeah, but
there's a lot of that kind of back and forth in the Fall Guy. It's very sexy.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, I am in the firm corner, the firm camp, as it were, of having a face for radio, and I hope that at the very least I have a voice for one some of the time.
And part of the reason that I do have my, I guess it's a telethon now for my She-Hulk. Because I will get my She-Hulk. I will get my She-Hulk. I hope. I
this
beg.
is where I say again, DJ, Ben.
Yeah.
What's been going on with you this week? What did you see or enjoy, or what chapped your hide, or what happened?
Tiger used evasion. It was super effective.
Since I might have to respond for, well, I don't want to speak for Joe. I'm moving, so I've been experiencing lots of boxes and lots of past memories and lots of trinkets that I'm still holding on to and lots of things like textbooks that I'm finally letting go after 30 plus years.
Wow.
And so shedding a lot of this weight, because I'm still in the midst of all of those boxes and all of those trinkets, has been a pretty good thing. I didn't think it was going to be so, but it's working out that way. And I'm trying to stay optimistic in the face of already being past due for being out of the place that I'm in right now by a week. And so I think maybe by this Thursday, I will be done. And I don't yet have a place that I'm moving to beyond the storage units that I'm packing everything into yet. So that's going to
Wow.
be an adventure.
I don't
And
want to ask you specifically where you live. You could give us a generalization.
I'm in Nebraska. I'm in Omaha.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Is it hard to find somewhere to live there? Is that?
Well, I'm not going to complain about rents here because they're nothing like anybody who lives in a more major city or on either one of the coasts. But it's just something that I'm not going to deal with right now, which might kind of sound odd, but I've been without a place.
Where are you going to go?
Well, I've been without a place before. And so where am I going to go? Well, I have friends that I'm going to start to visit.
that's cool.
And because I get to carry the world, that is the internet world, in my pocket, literally, because I work off 2 phones for all the shows that I do, I get to take everything that I need on the daily like this with me, and everything else, it'll fit in when I can drive. And this time, the last time it happened, I had my American Bulldog as my co-pilot. This time it's going to be my cat, Lena, and she doesn't really like travel that much, so she's just looked over at me. I think I might be separated from her for a while, and that's actually the thing I'm most nervous about, because I become really fond of her, not having been a cat person up until the day that I brought her into the house because she needed a place to be.
You got
And
somebody who's going to take her in?
oh yeah, totally.
Okay.
But but she and I are going out. We've been going out and doing like test runs, and so far she will ride in the car for a little while before it's obvious that she wants to do something else. Yeah, she's not going to settle down, I don't think.
Yeah,
But
eventually, that cat is gonna get into a stage where she's just yowling for the entire time.
and I've not tried to do it. So
Yeah, no, you'll be good. I know you'll do fine.
Welcome back,
Sounds
Jill.
like you have a plan. It's cool.
Yeah, thanks.
yeah, right on.
And Kronos says that guy needs to sing 16 tons.
Oh, I bet he has a mean Tennessee Ernie Ford.
What do you get? Another day older and deeper in debt. St. Peter, don't you call me, 'cause I can't come. Gotta sold my soul to the company store.
Magnificent.
Stole all the possible thunder that I could have brought to that, Scotty. Well done.
That's what I was thinking. I'm
you know what?
afraid.
I
You
was
kinda
thinking
cut
it. I
him
was
off at
thinking
the
it.
knees there, Scotty.
Well, fake it till you make
I
it,
think
pal.
it was about him.
Well, I was trying to help.
Kronos
you,
liked
Lisa.
it. Well, you've got to travel your cat somehow. So what better than
Well,
to
if
be
you're ever
with
out
you?
here on the East Coast, pal,
Well, no. If you want to travel a cat, you do it in a pillowcase.
Carrier.
love of
I
Pete.
traveled with my cat.
And then you
just
throw the pillowcase
successfully.
into a
It's,
lake.
a little
Scotty, don't make me bring
stressful,
back out
a little
Alf. He
stressful.
likes these.
I
kind of
will
jokes.
I would
absolutely.
advise you to keep dialing, Alex Mix.
You'll absolutely what?
I'm gonna go have a cigarette while you guys talk about how much I hate cats.
I
Talking about
sense
cats, and I didn't
power.
like the way he was talking about cats.
Hey, kitty.
Don't hurt the kitties.
You know what?
I am a cat dad, for one.
Well, you can grab pussies.
I want to
Okay,
know who
go
DJ
smoke.
named his cat after. Why is she Lena? I have a feeling I know, but
Oh.
I'd like to. I'm asking.
I think you broke Scotty.
Okay, so
I no,
it
I
would be
mean,
interesting. It'd be interesting if your
Meow.
hunch plays out. So Leaping Lena Circus Kitty is her full name. Leaping Lena or Leapers or Lena is her call name. I decided I wanted to name a pet after a relative of mine, a deceased aunt, and her name was Lena. And the reason that she became Leaping Lena was there was a story. I think it was a syndicated thing that was just like a newspaper deal or whatever. And it was a story of some young boys who found a Model A jalopy, and because of the way it leapt down the lane as they were trying to get it to go, to start for them the first time or whatever, they named it Leaping Lena. And that aunt had told me a story about being a waitress in the 1940s and some truck driver who would cut eyes at her every time he came in, she would say, teased her and called her Leaping Lena. And she was always tickled by telling that story. And I heard it more than once. And this was not a senile woman. So she could see the smiles in our faces. I had a younger brother. And we always like to ask her to tell the story as well. So yeah, it's in remembrance of that person, that story, and the kind of person that I was back then would have accepted a cat. And I didn't think for all those years after it that I would. And as I said just a little bit earlier, I wasn't a cat person until she came in. And that's the story of Leaping Lena Circus Kitty, a genuine Southwest Iowa ditch puma, for sure.
Oh,
Brilliant
fantastic.
story. Much
That
better
is
than
a
my
good-
guess. Love that.
I got to know what
Love
it was,
that.
though.
Love that. Oh, Lena Olin.
Okay.
Yeah,
With the
my cat
bowler
was just found
and
in a
nothing
ditch.
else. But
Don't grab cats; they bite and scratch. Well, unless they love you, and then they'll only give you love bites, which one aren't real bites. Tony's new kittens were born live during. Is that true? I didn't know that. Your kittens were born live on air. I don't even know if he's there.
Yes,
We'll ask him again.
I was doing an Alistor bet, and they were born in the middle of an Alistor
Wow.
routine.
I never
I was
heard about that.
reading, I was reading The Raven at the time, wasn't I, Eugene? I think I was.
Some cats
Yeah.
are better than others. Yes, it's true.
Their
That's
eyes
true
are
of
open,
everyone
however.
and everything.
Their eyes are open. The little catling's eyes are open.
Oh,
Yes,
That's
we got
nice.
ourselves a black tortoiseshell calico with a brown face that looks like he's got like a cross, like of orange fur, like straight up and down, and then across his like mouth. And then got calico with the gray texture instead of the black texture on the white, and an orangeling. So that one's going to be a loud little dummy, because all orange cats
Dummy.
are loud little dummies.
I didn't know. J2 Kirk says my 17-year-old baby kitten's name is Tarkin, but her full name is Grand Muff Tarkin.
that is a great good age for a cat. Excellent work.
17 years old. 17 years old. Yes, that is a great age. Our black cat's name is Bellatrix. Ooh, nice. Wes Kegel, I should have had you on my Harry Potter streams. What happened? JT Kirk says she's sitting here with me listening to the show too. Ah, sweet. And Molecular Arts, congratulations. I've been married 25 years. Cat's health.
Ouch.
Catlings. Yeah, what's the difference between a cat and a catling?
Size.
One,
and
well, a
age.
catling is in between a kitten and a cat.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
I
Lemon
hope
Pie
Six
says-
doesn't think the same thing about that, but about me.
Scotty, I've never liked you. Well, I'll let him know when he gets back. Narat Anaximand Bear says, I want a cat, but I just don't know about the litter boxes.
All right, as somebody who just, got 3 new kittens, I scoop my litter every off day. And I change the litter on the day that comes after that. So I change the litter every 2 days. And I scoop regularly in between each 48-hour interval because I have that many.
Yeah, you have a lot. Either that or you have one litter box for every cat, and then you won't have to change out
No,
the
it's a community
litters
box.
bad.
That's why I gotta keep it spick and span.
Yep.
2 community boxes, to be quite frank.
Mhm.
But I have to keep it spick and span.
Well,
For-
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it goes
Sleep
like
all the
yeah,
time.
yeah.
If you only
They're
have
my
one
babies.
cat, you don't have to change out the whole box except for like once a month.
You
or
just have to
something.
scoop it a couple times a day, and then you
Yeah.
can change
With
it
one
once a
cat,
week.
yeah. Change it at the end
Yeah,
of the week.
with one cat.
No, my litter lasts about a month, but I have a giant box with lots and lots of litter.
Mhm.
But I scoop every day.
Yeah, you got to.
Lemon Pie says, Narut, You don't want to live with a box of animal waste?
Oh,
Well, you don't live with it; you throw it away. Pretty much as fast as it's
No,
made.
that's a good question. I need to do some market research. Do cats like the anti-derivative Jill's show?
The internet
My
is
cats
made
love
of
you.
cats.
My cats love you, Jill.
Cats.
Oh, thank you. I'm so happy.
Why do you
Every
think they're
time
trying
my
to get in front of
cats
the
hear
microphone?
you, they get wet.
Listen, I'll do this right now. Children, sing for Jill. Sing. Sing.
Oh my God, you're not Dr. Doolittle. Calm
Look
down.
at her. Look at all the song. Listen to the song. Sing.
In the moonlight, in the times of the dark. What's the cat's song?
Here's a little orangeling that
Oh,
was
nice.
Sometimes, and we
That's a
all
quiet
do
song. Sing
the
louder.
thing.
That's a pathetic song. Sing louder. You're mean.
Oh,
No, you
I
sound
heard the
like
kitty.
Liam
I heard the
Neeson.
kitty.
You're mean.
I heard.
keep
I
crying
heard
over
him, even if that wasn't singing.
I keep
That's a
Southpaper
lot
says,
of
No,
cat
all
boxes,
cats are
Kegel.
girls.
I
Southpaper
kiss his
says
forehead.
they say you should
Whoa.
have one litter box for every cat. We had 6 cats at one point and 6 boxes.
Yeah, in a one-bedroom apartment, it's kind of hard. I gotta be able to manage space somehow.
Oh, well.
But I should probably go ahead and upgrade to 3 boxes and put one in the bathroom to separate. Just
No,
for the
you should
new
get 4
pod.
more cats.
The new pod will require a new litter.
You know how you can make like electricity
Don't get
out
a
of
new pod, then.
potatoes?
Oh my god.
I have a new pod. 3 new kittens.
You can
is
make
the new
you can
pod.
make electricity out of cats if you do the same thing.
Have you ever seen Animal Hoarders? Be careful with that.
I ain't gonna be an animal hoarder.
Okay.
I actually, with every new birth, I give away all but one and keep one.
It's good.
Okay. Yeah, but Bob
Delicious.
Barker.
Especially on the big litters. I'm like, yeah. I keep the cat with the fur pattern that I don't own because I'm a Pokemon guy and wants to catch them all and get rid of the rest and make sure that they're rehomed.
JT
Well,
Kirk
from
says
what I
just move into a
understand-
bigger apartment.
I
Mhm.
did hear that you could actually eat the cats.
That's Alf's job.
No, you
Wait,
can't.
no, shut up,
Can't
Alf.
eat the cat, Scotty. And to that point, 6 says she's never liked you. Scotty, I've never liked you.
Thanks, 6.
Ouch.
Does 6 like me?
I don't know.
Well, 6, I've
Because
always
I
thought
don't
very
like me, and I
fondly of
live
you.
with me. I don't like the sound of my voice.
I
Why do you
think 6
I
is
have like
flirting
80
with you.
others.
I think that means she likes you.
I
Yeah,
don't think so.
maybe. I don't know.
Are we dipping pigtails into inkwells?
I think there's something there going on.
no.
Pigtails and inkwell.
Sal Kegel says if there's not enough room for multiple boxes, you need to train the cats to use the toilet.
Unironically, one of my cats has learned how to do that.
I would say,
Wow.
I would say, don't train the cat to use the toilet.
She
because the lid
doesn't
can fall on
flush,
them.
but she
The lid
has
can fall
seen
on
Daddy
them. They
go
can fall
there
in.
and use the
there's
facility.
too much danger there.
She's seen Daddy go in there and use the facility, and she wanted to be like Daddy. So
Wow, that's a smart cat.
yeah,
But it could be dangerous, like Tiger
polydactyl
says.
too. Polydactyl too. Might be
Oh
some,
yeah,
like,
an extra thumb.
extra thumb on each foot, including the back feet. 6
No,
toes all
no,
around.
Narada Nax Manberry. You're not supposed to encourage Scotty.
William Shake
Oh
Skeletor,
yeah,
my
Toad,
friend.
do it.
William
It's a
Shake
good time.
Skeletor. Good evening, friends. I've been out of sight a while
William.
and out of my mind forever.
The 1 hour Mobius. Good way to describe it.
But it's nice to see you all here tonight celebrating the 1 hour Mobius. Yes, we did. That's exactly what happened. This was not planned. It's completely spontaneous. Greek letters Larson says cats are
Hey,
oh shoot. It's impossible to tell the difference between a skeleton cat or a hare or a bunny. Yeah, just because you can doesn't mean you should. And new plays for us? Oh yeah. Did William Shake Skeletor have any new plays for us? And well, the name change was for Halloween, but it's still It was Day of the Dead a few hours ago, but now it's over.
Dios de Muertos.
Oh, that means I got to take down my Halloween decorations. I didn't have that many to begin with. Dios de los Muertos. That's the best I can do. Muertos. I have a problem with that one. There is a reason behind the.
That's the easiest one.
Rolled R's are the toughest thing for me, man. I like to play
I've
it if I
never been-
can, and I just can't get it to sound right.
Never been able to.
Giovanni di
really miss it.
Muertos.
Wish I could. Jealous.
No, I'm
Yeah,
super good at it.
Narada Naxamand Bear says there's a reason behind the term copycat. And Six says, why don't you neuter your cats or spay them? Yes.
I'll do it. I have a soldering iron.
You are not hired for this job. Eugene
Yes.
Bird says at least 27
Somebody
people
need
were
electrical
scammed.
work done? Is that what I heard?
No.
I know a guy. Oh, wait, he's me.
I got a drill.
No, not that either. Eugene Bird says at least 27 people were scanning the tube to see who'd be streaming after hours. Well, yeah. And hello to the 27 people hanging out with us tonight. I hope you're having a good fall back. We get an extra hour of sleep. And
Don't
it's
forget
gonna
to
be a
subscribe to Scotty R37.
It's going to be
He
a
wants
good
a She-Hulk.
4 to 5 months. And then they're going
Why
to
are
throw
you
us
so
back to
mad?
daylight.
Why are you so mad at She-Hulk?
I'm not mad. You're mad.
Yeah, I am. I'm so
You're mad
in
at me
love.
because you think I'm mad at She-Hulk.
Well,
I find the
but
whole
you're
ordeal
the one who
laughable.
keeps bringing it up.
I find it laughable. It doesn't anger me. I find it laughable.
Yeah, it's humorous.
Why?
It's
For
amusing.
lulls. And your reactions, which gives me lulls.
Yeah, that is, that's fair.
Yeah, you can really, defensive. Lemon
You're so
Pie.
easily
William,
trolled when you've had a few, man.
William may have
few.
had his skin eaten by piranhas, thus making his name still relevant even after Halloween. Ever think of that? That's true. Skeletons are relevant all year round. You're so right, Lemon Pie. I was wrong. Well said. Well argued. Well reasoned. William Shake Skeletor says, my own personal Halloween, not unlike in general, has been extended until November 22nd. After which, I do have a costume change planned.
Hardcore.
Awesome.
Hardcore.
I love it. Who is shouting in the background?
Tony,
That's me.
because he's cooking.
Tony? Well, but Scotty was also shouting.
Yes.
Canadian Spider-Man, did you
And
finish
he's right
your
at the
homework?
mic.
Did you finish your accounting homework before you came back to us? Hopefully you did.
Don't forget to carry the one.
JT Kirk says, I love my kitties, but 17 and 14 are just dang old, and sometimes I grow worried that they will one day have a low quality of life due to them being so geriatric. Yeah, my cat is 11, and I'm starting to think about that. Starting to think when she's going to start showing signs of aging. Hasn't quite happened yet. She does have sometimes she doesn't hold her food down, but I always think it's just because I haven't brushed her and she's just making fur balls. But she's generally healthy.
I want to
says she
adopt
likes
a
people like
cat, and I want to just throw it as far as I can. Fuck off.
No.
And I just want to see if
Thank you, Jill.
I don't want any cat violence anymore on the stream.
Hey, Jill, I said I couldn't roll my R's. It occurs to me because I was kind of looking for a way to glide in and out and say goodnight to everybody. I need to roll my R's out of here. So I'm going to say thank you very much for hosting. This has been a great after hours after chat or chat. And I look forward to the next one. I hope everybody out there is able to be safe, have fun. I want you to take care of your crew. I'd like you to rock, and I'm going to drop some information out there in the text chat. I'd like everybody to read that and pass it along if they would. And so I bid you all a good evening, a good morning, a good yesterday, or whatever it is, wherever you are. Take care, everybody.
Have a great sleep, DJ. Thank you for hanging out with us.
Good to hang out with
as
you,
long as
DJ. We
can.
should do it
I do
more
realize it's really late. I can't wait for the next one. There's a membership stream on Wednesday.
Oh,
Maybe
be
I'll see you there.
All right.
DJ, when I throw you a cat, I hope you catch it.
I'll do my best, man. Cats' lives
Thanks.
matter.
Take
Bye.
They do.
Cat lives matter.
They do. And I'm gonna read this from DJ Play Nice as he's left. If you're in crisis or know someone who is, dial 988 or 1-800-273-TALK. Don't want to talk? Then you can text the word talk to 741741 and get assistance there. Local help is always available.
Not
And that's
wrong.
Well, and
good
also,
information.
don't kill yourself because you are valuable.
You're the
Yes.
only you got.
Yeah.
Well,
I love this thing coming up from Bruce Lombardo. Put that up there. It's very political.
No more cat violence, no squirrel violence, no dead
FNA.
raccoons.
absolutely justice for Peanut. Changing avatar.
Oh, don't forget
Later,
the
Low
raccoon.
Kirk.
Yeah,
Wait
don't forget
a
the
second.
raccoon.
Did somebody else leave? I'm not sure. I'm not keeping up with the chat.
Not
too well.
me, but I know everyone wants me to.
What's that link? TOS fan? What link? I'm not sure.
Justice for
DJ.
Peanut, justice for Fred, justice for all pets.
Oh, okay. And then I'm gonna scroll back up because I had to scroll down to get to DJ's chat, and so now I need to find where my star was. Well, yeah, and so that. Okay, I read that one. Yeah, I read that too. Memory from Cat. Oh, Sentai Ranger Johnny also appreciates your Oh, I meant to read this one from Sentai Ranger Johnny earlier. This is a good one. He says, I may be as American as apple pie, but I wear my poppy pin every day in November through the 11th and every day in May through Memorial Day, but only for outings.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
and there was a
lovely.
second. There was a second to that, but that's the only one I'm going to read because I lost it.
Is
I think
Donnie
he
a
sent
Brit?
Ranger Johnny. He's American as apple pie.
American? I wonder where
That's
he
what
got
he
his poppy
said.
pin. The Brits have great poppy pins.
Well, and
What?
that was the thing, is that I don't like getting a poppy before Halloween because I don't want my poppy to be a costume. And so November 1st, November 2nd, which is today, is the day that I got my poppy. And so, but I definitely, November 11th, Remembrance Day. Is it Remembrance Day in America?
No, we call it Veterans Day.
Yeah, Veterans
Yeah.
Day. Mhm.
And I do have the utmost respect for everyone who has done so much. So I have respect for the poppy. I have a respect for Veterans Day, for Remembrance Day, and I care for it quite deeply.
Hello, welcome, Bruce
Bruce!
Lombardo.
Hello, hello. How
How's
is
your
everyone?
night?
I'm doing
Oh,
well.
wonderful.
I've almost got Bill completely painted.
Bill? Who is Bill?
Bill was a friend of mine that passed away in '98 after a violent attack at his apartment. But because him and I had such a good friendship, we had a lot of inside jokes together. And the elephant was his favorite creature. And therefore, when I saw this at the local hobby store, I thought, I could get this figure for Bill, and I would actually have a nice memorial for him, even though his favorite character class was to play the wizard. He loved the wizard. He was fantastic as a wizard. So he loved playing wizards, but he had gone for public office in Effingham County down in southern Illinois, and he had missed it a couple times, but he was a huge fan of the elephant. He would always he had all these stupid amazing facts about elephants back in the 90s. Then he died in '98. But when I saw this was on the Reaper website, I'm like, I must get. So when I saw this at the store, I bought it, and I'm almost done with it. I've got to do some finery items here, but we've restocked the desk of shame, and therefore we have things that will keep me busy for months. How are you all today?
I'm living the dream, dreaming to live.
I think that's lovely about remembering your friend who enjoyed
It
elephants.
is. That is great. That is good that you can make something to remember him by. Somebody you miss playing with.
I'm writing a rule set. I've cobbled together a bunch of stuff from various other RPGs after decades of playing games and rolling these funny polyhedral dice that I don't have at my desk. But whenever you have a good friend that is taken from you unexpectedly and you have an idea, a way to memorialize him and bring him back to where others can partake in his memory or share things that they're new to him, but they're old to you, you jump at the chance. And therefore, whenever I have the rule set I'm describing, after generally like 3 or 4 rules go by, I'll have Bill pop in with his character. Brillius Maximus, Republican War Wizard. I specialize in magic missile. I make it go boom. And I'll have him in the chat with his own little font. And I describe to the reader, if you don't understand this bordering monochrome text, let me flavor it up for you. I'll help you out, you simpleton. And I like that. So I'm writing a rule set right now.
Oh, you're making a game based on his character?
No, I'm making a game based on the better games I've played other than Dungeons and Dragons. I've cobbled together a bunch of shit together, and I've got over 130 pages of rules so far. So we're not done yet. We have to do combat, initiative, and spells. And if anybody here understands what I just said there, you recognize that's another 80 fucking pages. Fuck.
Oh wow, lots of rules. Yeah, I just play video games. That makes me happy.
Yes, my light shines straight into Scotty's room. Keep the positioning as it is. Tiger, always good to see you. I know you were trying to highlight something I had said earlier. Appreciate that.
Yeah, how did you get here? I didn't see your chats until just now.
I found in my community tab that you had posted something for members only, and because I'm a member of Outstanding Prowess, I thought, let me click this one that says StreamYard.com, even though you should probably be using Restream so you could get the same value for half the price. I'm not dogging you. But
well, that's only because StreamYard just increased their prices, but I don't know if
let this rectify.
And I can't wait to pay.
Yeah. If you started a channel, Scotty, you'd have to have your own StreamYard. Yes.
Yeah,
Scotty, let me just educate you real quick. For the same price as I paid on StreamYard, with Restream, I get the same value. I get 5 places to shove my video feed and audio feed to. And instead of two extra cameras, I can do 3. So
are you a registered person on X?
I wouldn't go that far. I don't really like X that much. I'm starting to warm up.
No,
to
I'm
it.
just curious if you are registered on. Like, do you have a blue check mark?
No, I don't. Not in the least bit. I like Elon, and I might go back to that. I had an X account a few months ago, but I feel that X is still filled with too many bots for me to want to pay for it. When he gets rid of all the bots, all the hot girl pictures that keep trying to hit on you and trying to get your information,
man.
I am fucking tired of logging into X and having to spend a half hour deleting bots that I have nobody in common with, and it's always the same like 500 photos of various girls in like trying to pop their boobs up and out further than what they are.
You know what? To be fair,
call it
like
Twitter,
I
too.
got a bunch of hot chicks who were subscribed to me on X, and I clicked on them, and my browser, X, everything was like, no.
Sorry.
JT Kirk says, I never mind.
Do not investigate this.
I never mind having to spend a half hour looking at beautiful women. They're not. They're not actually.
It was
beautiful women,
because
though.
it was going to be an invasive software.
Oh yeah. I got it. I got that you were getting a virus on your computer.
Yeah, I don't like viruses. If I want to watch beautiful women, I just go on YouTube and look for Cabalgata, Colombia, which is a
Well,
bunch
if I want to hang out with beautiful women, I have conversations with Anti-Derivative Jill and Tiger Stripes.
Well, I don't have Tiger Stripes or Anti-Derivative Jill on my speed dial.
Well,
My wife would be upset if I did, and she would be supremely jealous. Of Tiger
You have
Stripes.
access to a beautiful woman because you have a wife.
I'm going to be making like a tree and getting out of here now.
That makes sense.
Sorry, I didn't mean
That
to
makes
chase you off, my
sense.
friend.
No, you're good, dude. You're good. I've just been up all day and doing all this, that, and the other.
Yeah. I'm thinking I'm gonna end this at 3 a.m. So
4 a.m.
Yeah, 4 a.m.
So as you can see with the squirrel avatar there, yes, justice for Peanut, justice for Fred.
You look
long story
you
short,
look like a crumpled scabbard.
It's a squirrel in an Iron Man suit, bruh.
It looks gay.
Well, you're gay.
I'm
Nobody ever talks about
What
you.
kind of insult is that? It's like so childish, Scotty. What is
I
that?
am childish.
He's quite childish because he's gay. Anyway,
I'm gay. I'm not though. Ish.
Anyway, Tony, is there anything you want to share or anything else you want to
Monday
share?
night Stark Party.
Oh yeah,
Am I invited?
Yeah, if you'd like. Jill as well. Jill was like, "Oh yeah, that," dismissively, which broke my heart.
I'm sorry. It's just that I'm busy prepping for a show for the next day.
That's crazy. You know that show runs from 7 to 7 on a good night, right?
I know.
It's
See you
literally
at midnight.
But if I think I did hang out with you one Monday.
For a little
but
bit.
then I feel like this.
Brain and brain. What is brain?
Yes, Pinky. What is brain? But yeah, I got that. I'm gonna be doing a few more shows this week, a few more panel discussions. The votes are in. People don't like my sing songs as much, even though there are those. that
Oh,
are
on
just
your channel they do. On your channel they love it.
You can sing?
Very obvious.
No, I'm talking about I did a poll on my Twit-Twat, aka X. And while a lot of the people that just got into my channel are still wanting more sing songs, some of the old golden oldies want me to be boring, I guess, and talk about whatever. So I'm gonna do more of that. And
Everything's a balance. You know you're still gonna get super chats that are gonna like request some song or something.
Well,
You know,
dude,
that-
you're doing a good job.
oh yeah, I work hard. I try to anyway.
Oh, yeah, let's not go crazy.
Yeah,
No,
Donnie says I
I-
may be a hetero, but I wouldn't bash a home. Yeah, nobody is doing that.
No,
Scotty's just
I'm
being
quoting somebody
ridiculous.
who likes She-Hulk gay because gay has like he has all the like muscles of a man.
God, that is so completely charming and funny.
What is the story on
Donnie,
this
some people
squirrel?
would consider the word homo a bit of a bash, but I love the statement.
What is the
Yeah.
story with the
No,
squirrel?
Donnie's sweet.
Peanut was a squirrel owned by a family in New York, and these
Along
guys
with a raccoon,
basically-
don't forget Fred.
I said justice for Peanut and Fred on multiple occasions. Tonight, rather. So yes, basically these guys kicked in the door, these Gestapo style with the guns out and everything.
No, they didn't.
Yes, they
Oh,
did.
yeah, they did.
Oh, did they? I didn't see
Yeah,
that.
no, they
Yeah.
busted in this
Oh,
guy's
man,
house and
Scotty
tossed it
fishing
and looked
for an
everywhere
exaggerant.
and
All
searched
right,
for
so
hours.
they like animal control went into a house and they took
A
animals,
7-year-old squirrel from
The squirrel
Den of Raccoon.
actually bit one of the handlers.
rodents. Yes.
No.
They
Yes, they did.
euthanized them, Scotty. They euthanized them.
So the fuck what?
They were this
The
guy's
squirrel had
pets.
like
They
a
were
half million
this guy's
followers
pets.
They were
on
they
TikTok.
they weren't vermin, they were
They were
pets.
pets.
And they were working
Well,
on
and
the
also
process
they
of
were-
becoming
weren't
animal
they-
handlers for both of those animals.
Weren't they
Legally.
like weren't they celebrities or not celebrities?
They were
but at
on
least-
influencer TikTok.
Rodents,
They
is
had
that
over
like-
half a million
Yeah,
views.
for
and
how long?
subscribers.
For how long were they mammals? on the
7-year-old
internet?
squirrel, probably quite a while.
Yeah,
Like
probably
6
old
years for
enough.
the squirrel.
Oh my
Old enough to
god,
garner
that's
the
crazy.
following.
Oh, and
anyway.
Donnie's got to go also,
Yeah.
as well as
Bye,
well as
Donnie.
me. I must
Love
leave
you,
now
Donnie.
so I can wake up to an NFL doubleheader on Fox 13 Seattle. Thank you, Jill, and all.
Tell me when hockey
Go
Open.
Cowboys.
But yes, I'll be doing some more stuff about some of the things I like, and of course, super chats for songs are always be open, regardless of what show it is. Because I like performing for you all, and I like writing these parodies and doing these video skits. For the Halloween special that I did on Thursday, I did no less than 4 video skits and had them up for that show. So yeah, expect a lot more fun, a lot more gaming streams too for the gamer files, for the video game files. I'm going to keep working really hard because I would like to keep this as a regular pace.
Hey Tony, have you played Half-Life on stream yet?
Half-Life or Half-Life
Half-Life.
2? Nah, I have not played either one of those. I've played them to death on the Xbox when they came out, but like I'm doing I'm doing an Left 4 Dead series with Sean Carter right now. Cosma, I would be happy to receive that. I will invite
Join
you.
up with him, Kazuma.
Yeah. So I do work really hard on some of my characters. Really, really hard. Shut up, Beat. Yeah, you really hard, right? Shut up, Alf. So I work hard. I
I've
hope
seen
to
your
see you
stream
all
before.
there.
You're pretty good.
So
You do a couple more
Hope to
years,
see you
you're
all
gonna be a fucking professional.
Professional.
Well, the thing is, what it is you enjoy what you're doing, and you have if you're having a good time, and I know it's a lot of hard work, but if it's something that is good for you, and
Happy
it's
Mobius.
great.
You all take care. God bless. And thank you, Joe. That means a lot. That means a lot. So yeah. All right. Love you guys. I'm out. I'm gonna make some more mac and cheese because my drunk hand spilt half of the last batch of noodles, and I'm still hungry.
If you ain't drinking chocolate stout at 10% ABV, what are you doing, buddy?
I'm drinking bourbon, scotch, and beer. As I said before, Lagavulin 16, Weller Special Reserve, and Yinglings. Back to back.
Nice.
One of those
Very
Ponzi
good.
lads that likes his top shelf stuff because he hates his taste of bad liquor. Anyway, I'm out.
God bless
y'all
you,
have a
buddy.
good one.
See you next time, Tony. Bye.
All right. I hope to see you all Monday. Take care.
Bye.
You can almost hear Jill shoving him out and slamming the balcony door.
Oh, well, I don't mean it that way, but
No. You're just... I enjoy
Yes,
these times with you, although I don't do this too often with you, and I don't stay on too long because we quit too fast. But okay,
yeah, it is almost bedtime.
Cosima, this is a stronger
I'm
taste. It's not that of chocolate. It's good. It's just not chocolate on the aftertaste. So,
Yep, that's good. Well, I want to just read a few chats before we have to head out. And Veterans Day is for those of us who lived. Memorial Day is for the true heroes, the most reverence, says Eugene Bird. Ones who did not survive their encounters in their service. And remember the 5th of November. So Kronos wants to rewatch V for Vendetta, which is a really, really great movie. I enjoy it very much.
Good film.
Although Alan Moore won't watch any of the films based on his work, I do believe that V for Vendetta was the most straightforward translation of his graphic novel into a film.
What happened to Legendary or the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen? That was a tragedy.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Oh, I haven't seen that one. If
Yeah,
it was, how it was
somebody
bad.
said recently, I read somewhere that it was Connery's last film, which makes it even worse of a tragedy. So
It's live action, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, Sir Gawain and the Green Knight is not a fucking classic by any means, but nobody ever brings that up in the large list of movies that Sean Connery made to pay a mortgage.
I'm going to be right back. Tiger Stripes, can you talk about a few things real quick? I promise I'll be back in just a couple minutes.
Oh no.
Well, I mean, I know Connery just worked and he kept working, and I kind of admire that in a person. It's a profession, acting, you know. But then I think it was Richard Burton who said, I decided at some point that I could either be the best actor in the world or the richest actor in the world. And then you start just taking things for the money.
Have you ever seen a movie called Fire Down Below with Steven Seagal?
No.
It is a terrible movie. However, it does have one very good part of that film. Fire Down Below came out in 1997. Are you serious? No, let me go to Steven Seagal films. All right.
And
So
didn't he really have his run in the 80s?
late 80s, early 90s. And after he did a movie, it's called On Deadly Ground. And that's a movie where he's a blowout firefighter. He goes into these situations and he causes another fire at a fire to cause all the oxygen to go away so the fire goes away. Well, that movie has Steven Seagal and Michael Caine is the antagonist in it. And if you've never seen it, Michael, you'll realize this movie, the bright spot in this film is Michael Caine. That's the best part of the film.
Oh, he's a bright spot in any film.
Just about. And Michael Caine is such a joyful actor that he makes every film he's in seem like it's a 4-star masterpiece, even if it's a 1-star schlock. And there's a lot of movies he's done. But he learned a long time ago that he could turn his amazing thespian capacity into a beautiful home. If you ever saw the Jaws movie he didn't. But I've seen The Mansion that Jaws movie paid for. And it is beautiful.
Not many people know this.
I love Michael Caine. And I'm so sad he's retired, but I get it. He's 90. He's 90, and he just reached 91 or 92 now. And he retired at 90. Do you understand? Like, if we did not have to worry about, like, broken hips and, like, the femur snapping after too much stress, the guy would still be going into his triple digits. He was
He also said the reason he retired was it's not that he wanted to quit acting, it's that he stopped getting good roles that he liked.
Okay, this is after he starred in On Deadly Ground.
Exactly. Exactly.
What was the options? A Nick Cage movie for Netflix or a Bruce Willis film for the fucking Redbox? What was it? What?
Exactly. I know. It's like I'm looking at that, and because every once in a while when I'm browsing through like films like that, I see his name pop up on these, like you said, like straight to Redbox type, straight to stream like garbage movies, and it's like he liked having lead roles, even if the roles weren't necessarily good towards the end. And he says, "Yeah, I don't want to just be cast as like the grandpa or something like that." And he was like, remember when he said a few years ago he was going to retire, and then he suddenly came out of retirement to do that movie where he plays the veteran who breaks out of the retirement home to go to the D-Day reunion. That was like his last big lead role movie. I think it came out this year, maybe, or last year. Can't remember the name. But yeah, it was kind of.
Was that The Great Escaper?
Yes, that's it. You're right. Yes, that's it. That's the name.
That was his last film in 2023.
Yeah.
Yeah. He escapes from his care home to attend the 70th anniversary of D-Day landings in France. And I tell you what, I do my best to not go on YouTube when I'm drinking, because I end up like Vincent Speranza algorithm. And if you know who Vincent Speranza was, he was the World War II soldier that he was in the Bastogne bullshit when they were cleaning that area up, and Baston's kind of get turned into an infirmary area. And here's Vincent Speranza, just a PFC. Now, I don't even think he's a PFC, he's a private. And he runs around the ruins and he finds a bar that's got a working tap. And so he fills his helmet up with beer that's been at room temperature for maybe a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. And he runs back to the infirmary area and he starts giving guys that are on stretchers and got blood being pumped into them a little bit. He's giving them beer. And as he's doing that, he's on his like third trip. And one of the attending physicians is like, "What are you doing? Stop. You're about to put some of these men into worse cardiological positions because you think you're doing a good deed and giving them beer. You're going to kill them." But that story got out to the rest of Bastogne. And so now there's an airborne beer with a little cartoon caricature of Vincent Speranza, who was one of the greatest fucking military guys to survive the decades after, and made some wonderful, wonderful YouTube videos, although he didn't really set out for that. One of them, he's singing with a bunch of modern airborne rangers. I think he jumped with them in 18 or 20 or 21 maybe. He just died in 23, I think. And he's singing Blood on the Risers, which is a very fun song for those airborne people. But for the rest of us, putzes and infantry that didn't do that route, I'm a seaman. I'm a full-blown splooge. For those of us, we don't earn the right to sing that song. But here's Vincent Speranza, like age 90 or 91, and a bunch of 18-year-old, 19-year-old kids singing Blood on the Risers. And it's just one of the funnest things you'll ever see, because here's a guy that's been there, done that, and he farts out, shits out dust. He's like at the point where Grimm has stopped trying to chase him down. He just figures, well, at some point he's going to pit, and I'll get him then. But the other Rangers are like 19, 20, pictures of virility, super fit, and they're just making sure this guy's well taken care of. And for the moments that this guy's in France drinking beer with his mates, they just done a parachute jump. This guy is probably the most well-protected man in the world at the moment. It's one of the most heartwarming videos you'll see. And then when you read later on, he didn't die, but like 3 years later, you start bawling like a child, because this guy had been there, done that. He had got the T-shirt. He had a beer made after him. And that's just the kind of things that I hunt for. For some odd reason, I find stupid things like that just fun. And maybe it's because of some need I've got in my head or heart. I don't know. But it's just the things that I navigate for, and it just hits my algorithm. And so, okay, I'll share it on my Discord. I'll share it on my social media. Anyway. Yes, Kronos, splooge away. I'm a full-blown splooge. When I left the Navy, I was an E3. I was happy. I didn't mean to suck the air out of them. Tiger stripes. I'll do that.
I don't know what a splooge is.
It's the finished product of a wank for those that are.
No, I understand that, but you made it sound like it was some sort of designation in your military career?
The first E1 enlisted rank 1 is for the Navy is a seaman recruit. Enlisted rank 2 in the Navy is a seaman apprentice. And enlisted rank 3 for the U.S. Navy is just a seaman.
Got it.
So at E3, I'm not trying to go for shock value. I guess it does go for edgy, but that's just.
Well, that's what they call themselves, is that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Back in the 90s when, you could say things like splooge. You would have a fireman or airman laugh at you whenever they found out what your rank was because you were striking for a certain job in the Navy and you hadn't gotten that job yet. So you were just a seaman or a seaman apprentice or whatever it was. So, they would laugh. Oh, look at the splooge over there trying to be a boatswain's mate. Things like that. It's just kind of one of the cute ribbings that we all give each other.
It's
and there's
a pejorative. You don't
plenty
use it
of-
about yourself.
Yes. And you always have to have a good sense of humor about the things that you're doing and the things you're aspiring for, because no matter what, it's only in the now that it matters. In 10 years, you're going to laugh about it. Like, why was I doing that?
Hopefully.
I didn't realize that Jill had this stream going on, and I feel kind of bad because I could have been at least part of the chat, maybe part of the panel an hour ago. But I love it whenever I see you guys streaming on a Saturday or Wednesday night.
This was totally spur of the moment, she said. She did it for the time change. We should be talking about time travel, I suppose. Kat, what's your favorite time travel movie?
Ooh, that's a hard one. I don't know, maybe it's cheesy, but I do like Back to the Future because time travel creates more problems than it solves. Like, I hate it in movies when they bring up time travel as like the end all be all to save. Like that, to me, that's like when you can't think of a creative solution. Oh, we'll just do time travel. It's like, I never liked that, but I like that. In a sense, all 3 Back to the Future movies kind of throw it in your face and like, no, this is going to screw things up even more than it's worth.
Damn it, I can't think of the name of the movie I want. I'm going to have to IMDb it. That's
Who is in it?
bogus. Domhnall Gleeson and God, I had her name on the tip of my tongue. Rachel McAdams. It's a romance. Bill Nighy too.
Is it the time traveler's wife?
No, it's not the time traveler's wife. It's a different one by one of my very favorite writer-directors. Sort of the John Hughes of England. Oh, bloody hell. IMDb is not letting me load.
Domhnall Gleeson, you said?
Bill Nighy. I think it's About Time.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry it took so long, guys.
You're good.
It is About Time.
About Time?
It's about
Okay.
time
That's
I'm
the
back.
That's actually really highly accredited. Domhnall Gleeson, Rachel
Gleeson, yeah.
McAdams, Bill Nighy.
Yeah, really good movie. Time travel.
Huh.
From the creator of Love Actually and Notting Hill and 4 Weddings and a Funeral, Richard Curtis. And he is, I think, one of my favorite directors. He's the John Hughes of the UK, in my opinion.
Very nice.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to check this
John
out.
Hughes of the UK.
That's super high praise. You realize that? I mean,
I do realize that.
I grew up watching John Hughes films. I could never be starred in a John Hughes movie because I'm not one of the cool kids. But John Hughes was amazing at capturing the Midwest of America.
Oh, is that his specialty? They do a lot of movies.
No, I think his
doing that?
specialty was young adults.
But
But comedy, too. That kind of realistic comedy.
let me-
Ferris
let me-
Bueller is really the epitome of a John Hughes film.
John Hughes movies in Illinois. Oh, shit. John Hughes movies set in Chicago.
Ferris Bueller.
You have Ferris Bueller's Day Off, 16 Candles, The Breakfast Club. You have the Chris Columbus directed movie that John Hughes was a part of, Home Alone. John Hughes was a Chicago guy, and he filmed a lot of Chicago in his movies. Also, I believe Some Kind of Wonderful had some opening shots in Chicago, but then they filmed in California. I might be wrong, but John Hughes filmed a lot of Illinois. And I was in southern Illinois, according to Chicago people, but central Illinois, if you look at a map. Kind of like how people in New York City feel that's the center of New York State.
Yeah, I have a friend lives just south of Sacramento, and she's from Crescent City. And when people refer to Sacramento area as Northern California, she's like, no, it's not. It's like Northern California. It's up by Shasta, Redding, way up here. You're in Central California.
William Shake Skeletor says the man who would be king is a compulsory watch. Is that time travel?
No,
It is not time travel. It's Michael Caine.
Okay. Oh, okay. Michael Caine.
Yeah, Michael Caine and Sean Connery is a great film.
Somebody likes to say Michael Caine or something like that.
Tiger, got a question for you. What do you think of the movie Ex Machina?
Oh, I loved it. Yeah, it was disturbing. Really good. Really fantastic science fiction. I like that director too. I think he's done other things, but I can't
Alex
think of his
Garland.
name off the top of my head. Yeah, he's done other things I liked, but yeah, very
Annihilation, Civil War.
He did the novel The Beach, and he wrote Danny Boyle films 28 Days Later and Sunshine. And he did Never Let Me Go and 2012's Dread.
That's a good one.
I'm in awe of what he did with Dread. And I'm still screaming for them to fucking make a sequel.
Yeah, that was an excellent film. That I really didn't expect it to be that. I'm like, wow, that was really good.
There was another movie that came out that same year with the same plot called The Raid out of Indonesia.
That's right.
And if you've ever wanted to watch a good martial arts film, watch The Raid.
Yeah, that's a great movie too. I got both of those.
The Civil War film was written and directed by Alex Garland. God, I can't believe that. So it's a lot. Jesus. He's prolific. That's all I'm going to say.
And he said on the press junket for Civil War that he wasn't going to make any more movies.
You know, he makes a lot of money in video games. I don't know what to make of that. If video games keep making shit like Dragon Wars Veilguard or Dragon Age Veilguard, Dragon Wars, the worst movie I've ever seen. Sorry.
What? Oh, that the newest Dragon Age game is based on a movie?
No. I'm comparing that as the standard for what video games are desired to be by the people that are running the agenda, the deep state, whatever you may call it.
Right.
Nobody's playing that game. Nobody. The game just sold, and only 7,000 people were playing it yesterday on Steam.
7,000. Oh my god, that bad. That's
a horrible
the
number.
gameplay is really that bad?
Like over 100,000 are still playing Baldur's Gate 3. That game is losing money.
The good stuff. Oh my goodness.
I'm not a gamer. I can respond to Eugene Bird's remark of Oscar Isaac by saying that as deep and profound as I found Ex Machina, still my favorite visual memory is of Oscar dancing with that robot. That was amazing. Excuse me, artificial person. Excuse me, I don't even know what they called them in that movie. I really need to see that movie again.
Well, that explains it well enough for me. Some kind of robot?
There's a dance sequence. It's wonderful. It's like
Yeah.
a disco sequence.
Have you
It's
ever
hilarious.
seen Ex Machina?
That's
Jill?
exactly what we're talking about here.
Jill, have you seen Ex Machina?
I know I should have. That is definitely high on my
That
list.
guy told me everything I need to know. Put
If
on
I
the
don't,
list.
It ain't
if
one for
I
the
don't,
kiddies.
if I don't talk, if I don't respond to, if I'm not talking about it, also I probably haven't seen it. Joe Lamont says time travel, The Time Machine by the grandson of H.G. Wells, Groundhog Day, Time Bandits, Somewhere in Time, compulsory watch for women, Somewhere in Time. Yeah, I have been told, but amazing for guys.
So Somewhere in Time doesn't get nearly enough discussion, and that movie really it's almost 42 years old. That's such a really good time travel film, but I don't think this is the right time to start that discussion because Jill's wanting to probably exit. But I think at some
I
point
do want to.
in the future,
I
we
do want to
should.
quit soon.
We should
Yeah,
discuss.
definitely, definitely. Oscar was good in Dune.
Yeah, I wasn't a big fan of Dune.
He's
not
always
New
good.
Dune.
He's always good. I would watch him read the phone book.
Young men that are watching this stream, if you want to know the definition of loyal and attentive, I need you to be aware that I'm pointing to my two female acquaintances on here, Tiger Stripes and Antiderivative Jill. These two ladies show the qualities that I just described. So keep your radar tuned for things that they exhibit and tune your mental and emotional radar to things like that. You'll be fine. If nothing
Thank
else,
you. I appreciate that.
Yeah,
if nothing
Somewhere in
else,
Time.
you'll become emotionally intelligent by having friends like this.
Goodness gracious. Somewhere in Time was carried by the leads, but it was a Richard Matheson script, I think. And he's always good too. Even if I feel like he lets me down a little bit in explaining science fiction because he's more of a Bradbury type.
Oh, I like Ray Bradbury.
Well, then you would love Richard Matheson. Wonderful writer.
Ooh,
But
nice.
but Somewhere in Time is really carried by the leads for me. Boy, talk about sucking the air out of the room.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I was talking. I was saying. Speaking of, I'm glad you brought it back to time because I've got to. No, you didn't suck the air out of the room. It's just that I'm getting tired and
Oh, I
I'm
was
reaching my capacity for discourse. So it's about time for
I
me to go to
concur.
bed.
It's late.
Eugene Bird, I've been in stream before with Jill when she's playing Doom,
Doom, yeah,
1993.
Doom.
And I love watching her try to play that because that brings me a lot of joy. Is she
Yeah.
good? No. Does she exhibit a lot of the behaviors we did back in 93, 94? Yes. That's why you watch.
I remind you of people who don't know what they're doing playing Doom. Thank
When
you.
it was
Which was
released.
you when it was first released.
Nobody knew
Yes.
what we were doing whenever it first came out, and we were stuck with keyboard controls.
Mhm.
We had no idea how to strafe and fire. This is new. This is completely new. And Jill's trying to go through this new concept to her, and we've done it for 30 years. That's kind of unfair. And
No, it's totally
Doom.
fine.
Doom,
Pointing-
Chrono, not Dune. Doom.
Shooting isn't, it isn't always shooting games aren't my specialty. I do more RPG stuff, but it's fun.
Well,
It's
if
still
that's
fun
the
to
case,
it's still fun to play them, and I'm doing Fallout. The very first Fallout
I
next
love the very
Saturday.
first Fallout.
Next Saturday, it should be fun. It'll be here on this channel. And
Fallout 1 and 2, I think, are required playing, and nobody seems to agree with me on that. But if you play 1 and 2, which have great storylines and narratives, there's a game that followed that, and everybody calls it the worst in the series. I love the movie, or I love the game Fallout Tactics, but a lot of people disagree with me. Fallout Tactics is a lot different than the regular Fallout games. And so once you play 1 and 2, you play Tactics, and it's got the same setup, but the narrative style is a little different, and you get a very divisive story. Like you can go one or two directions with it, and you should actually
Okay.
play both because of the way that both of them finalize. It's got some of the best.
Oh, I
acting.
need to play 2 also. Okay, I haven't played 2 yet.
You finish one.
Yeah, I
before-
am still alive, Cronus.
Joe Lamont saying
finish
good
one.
night. Good night, Joe Lamont.
But I'm going to bed too. Good night, all.
Oh,
I
dear.
am.
Okay.
I'm glad you and I are somewhere in time, Bruce. Nice to meet you, Tiger Stripes. Jill, live long and prosper. See you on Friday at Doomcock's channel to watch Overlord, also known as Overlord DVD. If you're trying to find him on YouTube, he has his Friday Night Frolics, which is a lot of fun. He likes to sing and tell stories, and read poetry, and just otherwise just hang out with his friends.
All
And-
hell.
Yeah. Mankind unravels the wonders of creation and robotics. And what's the result? Robots to help us out? AI taking over the world? Nope. Sex bots. Yep, sex bots.
What's wrong with sex bots?
Well, you were just saying you don't like them. They're all over Twitter, and you gotta delete them all the time.
I do, but you know what? If you want to buy a dildo or I want to buy a fleshlight, those have a decided purpose, and they don't try to overextend themselves by sending you a friend request. They just burn the battery down to 0, and then they wait for the new Duracell, and that's it.
Yeah. Oh, South Kegel wants more Larry. Leader shoot Larry. Yeah, I only played the first one.
God.
But no, I'm gonna play Fallout, and I'm gonna talk about For All Mankind on Tuesday. Don't know what I'm gonna do on Friday. I haven't decided yet. I will tell you as soon as I know. And Tiger Stripes, was there anything that you wanted to share?
No, I'm good.
You're good. I know Ben's been gone for like 3 hours, so I think he just went to bed, but forgot to leave. And of course, Scotty had to go to bed at the same time as Tony. And Kat, I know I didn't really get to talk to you.
No, it's all right. I showed up late.
Yeah, yeah, right. Well, and I had to step away at the same time that you arrived, and yeah, and
I
but
talk time travel movies. You know,
Yeah.
she's a
I
well.
did see
of
that
info.
new Sean Baker film, Honora, tonight. I really liked that. That was good. It's really fun. It
Oh,
was hysterical.
God, you watch she watches so many movies. She watches like 500 movies a year, something like that. But is there anything you want to share? Any?
No, I haven't got much going on. I mean, Scotty and I are gonna review Frankenstein and Bride of Frankenstein to finish off our Halloween,
monster
Ghouls,
movies.
Ghosts, and Goblins reviews. Probably on next Thursday. I'm not sure yet. We haven't decided. Certainly when he's not bouncing
Thursday?
off the walls like he was tonight.
Yeah, yeah, he was going wild, and yeah, it became bedtime for him very quickly. But we love him when he's more reasonable with that, and that'll be a good show. That'll be a good show. I love Frankenstein, so if I'm not too busy,
And Bride of
maybe I'll do it.
Frankenstein. That's a
I
wonderful
haven't
film.
seen the Bride of Frankenstein
You
yet.
have to see
That's an
that.
excellent
Jill.
film.
Really good.
Speaking
Probably
of
one of the first really great sequels. 1935.
I just
So-
found out Terry Garr died.
Movies a day a year.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah, she did. She did.
Yeah. That means you missed my Terry Garr story. You'll have to go back and listen to it
Where's it at?
tonight. Here. It's not about Terry Garr. It's just a Terry Garr story.
He's safe. And you're safe, my little green friend.
Chronos, not 2 movies a day each year. Probably during lockdown I was getting through that many, but not as much lately. But
Well, then
I just-
200 then.
That
At least.
Terry Garr is a bright spot in Assignment Earth. Okay, as much as I do like the other actors in that episode, I wish that they had not tried to backdoor a pilot through Star Trek. But she was the bright spot.
Yeah, she was fun. She was upset that they kept making her skirt shorter. She didn't like that. She was
Yeah.
upset about that, but in general, yeah, she was. I enjoyed. I don't know. I don't think it was the best episode, but it wasn't the worst. A really odd way to close out the episode, but there was still some fun stuff in it. And
Our record tapes show, although never generally revealed.
and there's Isis. She was a cat. We had a big cat theme on today.
Yes.
And
the
I
internet is
never
made of cats.
did I not play my. Oh yeah, I did. Did I play I probably played it way earlier. So I'm gonna play it again.
Tell him he is a pretty cat and a good cat.
I will feed him.
So good.
And sometimes I just need to see that to feel better. So that's good. That helps. It's a good mood changer. Eugene Bird says they make shows 50% more interesting. Yeah.
Jill,
And
did
yes,
you ever see Time Bandits?
that is still. I was thinking about doing that soon.
Oh, good.
I'm still working
It's a
on
wonderful
that.
film.
There's just so many things I haven't seen.
You're such a beautiful and intelligent lady. Have I ever told you that before, Jill?
Yeah, you have actually. Thank you.
Okay.
I appreciate the compliment.
To make sure that I throw it at you at least once per stream, maybe twice. But when you say things like "I'm going to watch Time Bandits soon," it's like, sorry. I love that show. That was a great movie.
Yeah, I need to see the movie.
Oh God.
But right now I need to get some sleep. So I'm gonna see you guys next time. I hope you enjoyed.
Yeah, thanks for hosting.
Gaining an hour.
Too much fun.
Thank you.
Yeah, I know. Way too much fun. And so we'll see you next time.
Good night, y'all.
Oh wait, I forgot. Did I forget to? Oh, I forgot Bruce. Bruce, can you tell us about something you'd like to promote?
Yeah, later on today at 12:30 Central Standard Time, I've got a Discord. I'm going to open up a kind of a viewing party over there. I guess you're not supposed to do that, but I'm going to do it anyway. And we're going to watch a movie from 83, a Powers Booth tour de force called The Emerald Forest. And if you want to be part of it, follow the little link that I'm putting into the private chat, and hopefully it gets rebroadcast into the main chat. Come join us, and we will be watching The Emerald Forest with Powers Booth and John Boorman's son. John Boorman, the director, has his son star in this movie as a boy that gets lost in the rainforest of Brazil, and Powers Booth goes searching for his son for years and finally finds him, and that's when his adventure really begins, because it gets really intense after that.
Oh, okay. That's a good start for that story. Did you want me to share this Discord link you shared in the private chat?
Yeah, I did. If you could.
Okay. Yeah,
Please.
absolutely.
And come join us. We'll be down in the general section where the viewing ship and the audio is shared. Just come in and mute your microphone. Watch this movie with us. More than likely, my friend Janet will not be muting, because for some odd reason, I find her antics during movie watching, especially when there's like a young kid on screen. Jill acts like this woman who's never had a child before, but really wants them. And when she sees a child with these chubby cheeks, you can hear her when you're like, "Oh my God, it's so cute." And her ovaries explode. And you can hear it.
Janet does that.
Yeah, Janet from Another Planet does
That's sweet. That's really sweet.
Every time. So just come in, join us. Afterwards, we'll have a post-movie discussion in Discord, and then we turn on our cameras for YouTubes and Rumbles, and we broadcast. And that'll probably be about 2 o'clock, 2:30, somewhere around then. But go ahead and join us on Discord. You already have my link for my YouTube in there. I really appreciate that. We are looking forward.
Hey, you're welcome.
Looking forward to this stream tomorrow, and I thank you, Jill, for bringing me on tonight. Even if I do make things more, I don't mean to be inconvenient, but sometimes that just it follows me.
No, you're totally fine. You've been great, and I've enjoyed your conversation. And join that Discord tomorrow if you want a watch party. So that's really cool.
Appreciate everybody here
And
at the panel, and I thank you for having me.
yeah, you're welcome. And thank you to everyone in the chat. Also, William Schick, Skeletor, Eugene Bird, Kronos. Yeah, he says, "Go away now." I like what.
Go away
I like
now.
what Greek Letter says. Okay, Jill, you go to sleep. Leave the stream open, and we'll continue without you. Yeah, I was thinking, wow, Tiger Stripes is doing amazing without me. Maybe I should just let this go on for a while.
Oh no. I'm not staying here without you.
No, I knew I had to come back, but I had to step away for a bit, and I really appreciate you filling in that space. You did amazing. And with talking to Bruce and Kat, and
I kept trying to bring it back to the time travel.
yeah, that was great. That was the theme for today. We'll see what the theme is for the membership stream on Wednesday, and whatever mysterious thing I'm going to do on Friday. So stay tuned. Although Stay Tuned will be the movie that I'm reviewing on my birthday, but we'll have to wait for that one.
Yeah, I've never heard of that.
Really? Oh, I love
Really?
it so much. It's one of my favorites. So yeah, I hope you can watch it.
I'll go try to find it. Is it on a particular streaming service?
I don't know where it's streaming, honestly, but I'll look for it for you.
Let me check here. I got an app open that help us.
Oh, see, Kat has resources. Okay, I'll wait just for a moment
Wow.
while she figures that out.
You're talking about the Emerald Forest, correct?
No, Stay
No.
Tuned. Stay
Stay
Tuned,
Tuned.
1992.
Stay tuned. I guess. Stay tuned.
And I'm gonna just pick a couple of chats that I started earlier that I never got to. Warp, the sexiest dude on the 1701D, because he was with honor, unlike that.
No.
Riker. Yes, Riker liked
okay,
to be taken advantage of.
It's available to rent or purchase on a few digital redemption sites, but the only place it's streaming is Tubi, which is ads, and that's in standard definition.
Tubi. Oh, I love Tubi.
Tubi. Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, I
Stay
found
tuned
out
on
Tubi also has a movie that just came out, the best slapstick movie I've seen in years, called Hundreds of Beavers. And if you don't know what Hundreds of Beavers is, go check out the trailer. You'll thank me as soon as you can.
Oh yeah, that I saw that. That was that's a really wild movie. It was good.
Yeah. Oh, was that the horror movie with beavers?
No, it's actually a movie where a guy goes to war against beavers because they wreck his apple cider jack.
Oh my
business.
god. Oh right, okay. That's great. Okay, so that's like the Peter Rabbit with Mr. McGregor, but with beavers.
It's kind of like a wacky silent film that you feel that somebody would have made in the 1920s or something. That's very slapstick, very fun and funny.
It's completely slapstick. You'll love it so much. It's crazy.
Well, I'll try to remember it, and if I don't remember it, I'll just come back to the stream and look it up. And until next time, I'll talk to you guys later. Have a wonderful rest of your weekend. And as I'm going to get some rest too. Bye
Peace.
now.
Good night.
Good night, everyone.
I'm so sorry, Franco Walker. Yeah, we're closing the stream just as you're arriving, but we'll have another one sometime. We'll see you next time. And, I'll see you again another day.
Learn all that is learnable. And the ways our differences combine to create meaning and beauty.
It has always been easier to destroy than to create.
May we together
become greater than the sum of both of us.
Well, now you have something new to think about. Carry on.
Going to bed. Gotta turn off the lights. Hey, there's TV. Gotta turn off the power. Hey, turning off things. Yeah, it's time for bed. So now, where's the sleepy place? It is upstairs, but I gotta make sure the door is locked, and now it's time for bed. Baxter, he's on the couch. He wonders why I'm singing. I'm going upstairs, and Baxter's coming with me. Just found a little poop. Gonna pick it up with my fingers and throw it in the toilet. Baxter is not to blame. Hey, buddy, you coming up? He's looking at me like I'm a crazy person. Come on, it's bedtime. Anyway, that's my song.
Emma.